fuck this, I'm doing the whole iceberg from the top all the way to the bottom just to get this over with. So let's do this. A channel. It's a manga series. Elsa World is also a manga series. Ads from that time. Alright, ads here have been lazy to say the least. At least in 2010. They've been getting a little bit better, but still it's rubbing me the wrong way, I'll say. Now, I know kind of why, because budget sucks and stuff, but seriously. But I gotta say, the most memorable ad that I know is the general, the insurance one. The theme song slapped. Adventure Time. Adventure Time is a series where about this human named Finn and this dog named Jake go on adventures because it's called Adventure Time. But literally for me, it's a series where this kid sends for a bubblegum princess, wants to get in there, but then realize she's lesbian. I feel ya, man. I feel ya. But anyway, it's actually a very enjoyable show, and I would give it a rewatch if Hulu wasn't walking me off every time. Pain. You should check it out though. Agario. Alright, this actually started the trend with EO games that start with IO where you have to survive. This one consists of you being a small ball and you must munch on little small balls, like balls that are smaller than you, to grow bigger. Then the fun truly begins and the survival definitely gets more tense when you're big enough to eat other players. However, the bigger you are, the slower you are. You know, like fat people. So yeah, it's really cool, trying to be, number one. So yeah, I get it. Akinator. Akinator is a game where you just tell this genie here what you're thinking of. He will try to guess with 20 questions. If he doesn't think about it, he will just say, okay, that's fine, you win. But most of the time he will get it right, mostly because of the engine he's built off of. He can now guess YouTubers, food, other stuff, and just really any character in the media. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Alan Wake is a survival, not really puzzle, is it? I don't know, but it's a psychedelic horror game, probably not even horror, where all you do is shoot ghosts and stuff. Well, I don't know if you shoot ghosts because I haven't played the game, but it's here, it exists, I'm not playing it. Almost Naked Animals. Frick this show. The show is about these animals that run a hotel called the Banana Cabana. I hate myself for this one because I watched it when I was younger and I question myself a lot. Alpha Blocks. Show about freaking alphabet, 26 of them. It's a show, alright? Cool, we got that over with. Amnesia, The Dark Descent. This is another horror internet video game, and I don't care about it. Literally, it's just another horror survival game. Among Us pre-boom. So, Among Us did not come out in 2020. It actually came out in 2018. Yes, I'm actually serious. And for 2 years, it's been gaining not a lot of fan base. Then we realized, hey, we're isolated in 2020. So then, Among Us. Like, seriously. How did this little game become my worst nightmare? Now everywhere I see is Among Us memes and I'm slowly grabbing the knife. Android. Android phones, iPhones, who gives a heck? Android is literally a phone type, which I actually have, though it's actually just mostly known for making phones. Yearly, I don't know how they do it so fast, but they do, and they actually do have some good features, so that's cool. Angry Birds. Angry Birds is a mobile game where you slingshot birds at pigs, and it never gets it's literally as simple as that. You just shoot pigs. Angry Grandpa. He's an internet personality, though somehow people made like money out of their death. And I thought, hey, that's not cool. But I looked at his videos and yeah, he's a pretty cool dude. Animal Crackers. This is a Netflix show, or actually it's a movie about this guy that turns into the animal crackers. Like he eats a cracker, and whoever that animal is, he turns into it. Very unique idea. I wish it was good so it can actually expand forward. Animaniacs. Animaniacs is a show about these little wolf creatures going around and doing silly adventures and stuff. Really, it's like the Looney Tunes in a way. Animation Rewind. This is like a YouTube series to prove which character is the best. Like any fictional character like Gumball or SpongeBob or Bendy or Freddy, you know, just the whole shebang. And yeah, these usually do get crazy, but I lost interest of them, really, as of recently. Animator versus Animation. This is a web series about these stickmen that literally go down and fight the Red Stickman. The Red Stickman is the animator and the animations are, well, the other stickmens. It's actually a pretty cool series. My favorite, of course, is the Minecraft ones because, you know, of course they are. Basically, the point is they're trying to beat the animator, and the animator is supposed to be like this god admin that's hard to beat. Really fun and funny. Animeme. Animeme is a YouTube channel that's known for making animated memes, especially Insanity Wolf. Insanity Wolf. Insanity Wolf. Huh. Annotations. Annotations are these things that YouTube used to have, where there's literally a thing right here, and it leaves like an editor's note or something that's telling you subscribe or an ad or anything. These used to bug me while I was browsing YouTube back then. I absolutely hated them. No joke. Annoying Orange. This is a web series about this fruit and everyone else. They're just, well, living life in the kitchen. Usually a food or a fruit or anything else would come up to the stand and they would just spend like 10 minutes, doing puns and all that. And the end result is the guest star getting brutally murdered with a knife usually, or drowning, or just really anything. There's so many ways to kill a fruit. Why not a chainsaw or anything? I used to love Annoying Orange's old videos, but after seeing Annoying Orange now, I ask myself many questions. Ant Smasher. Ant Smasher is a video game where all you do is kill ants, and yeah, that's it. Ao Oni. Oh my gosh. This is an RPG anime horror game with this purple demon, and I don't want to see it, or I will freaking kill it. But seriously, this thing is freaky. I don't know who made this game, but why? Actually, I want to know. Why? Why would you make this disgusting game? It's so scary. Art Attack. Art Attack is a series where this guy does art and you just follow along. It's as simple as that, like I said. Arthur. Arthur is a TV show featuring this aardvark, so it's like a furry show in a way. And yeah, pretty much it. He teaches you life lessons like Darman, about divorce, or cancer, or swearing. Seriously, why does everything have to be controversial with the game marriage? I freaking suck. What the hell? ASAP Science. ASAP Science is a YouTube channel where these guys teach you about, science. I like this concept mostly because, these kids these days, I know I sound very old, really need some, education in their life, from TikTok and dyeing their hair and coming up with neo-pronouns. Freaking idiots. ASDF movie. This is literally a series of shorts that are animated, and basically someone sets up a setup, and then the punchline is just very random. Like, you don't know what the outcome is going to be because it's so random. Seriously, this is just oh man, it's so funny. Avocado toast. Avocado toast is a good snack where you just douse some avocado and put on some toast. I've heard it's more like a snack, an afternoon snack than the breakfast, but I don't like avocado personally, so good for you. Bad Luck Brian. This is a meme. Oh, by the way, we're in the second tier, by the way. This is a meme about this guy that literally describes, bad luck situations in your life, and yeah, it's really funny. This guy's a freaking legend. Bad Piggies. This is actually an Angry Birds spin-off game where you have to build like some sort of contraption and make sure that floats and stuff. Using science and just trying to make it work and stuff. I really like the strategy side of this game, so it's definitely a good in my book. Bakuman 2. This is a manga series. Yeah, that's it. It's about like these directors and writers trying to find a job, and it exists. Baldi's Basics. Baldi's Basics is a video game where you have to run away from a psychedelic teacher with a ruler trying to beat your ass for answering a question wrong. Just like real life, trying not to get cancelled. I love making fun of the internet because of how stupid they are. But in all reality, you just have to find 7 notebooks, and you win. This game has been getting lots of updates, which is pretty cool that, they're keeping it alive, but sorry to say, but this game already started and stopped their prime back in 2018. Barbie Adventure. Barbie Adventure is a TV series or movie series that my sister likes to watch on Netflix about, Barbie, and just, I don't care for it. It gets annoying because it's Barbie, and, I'm a full-grown adult. I don't need, not full-grown, but who cares? It's freaking Barbie. Batman and Harley Quinn and Batman vs. Two-Face. These are actually movies, animated movies of the Batman series, and the titles are literally right there, I swear. But in all actuality, I'm not really a huge Batman fan, from last video. So yeah, they're here because people love Batman. Batman, the Brave and the Bold. Just like other entries, this is again another Batman entry. However, this is actually a TV show and not a movie. Well, 2 movies. So yeah, another animated Batman series. Battle for Dream Island. This is an object show, actually the most famous one back in the day. Literally about battling for Dream Island. Yes, I'm very creative. Be Cool Scooby-Doo. This is a Scooby-Doo series, mostly from the 2000s, 10s. That's actually, I think, the one before the new Velma series kicking off, which has this weird art style, but from what I've learned, the art style is probably the only bad thing about the show. I've heard that the plot's pretty good, so I might as well check it out sometime. Bee and Puppy Cat. This is a show about a 20-year-old unemployed woman and this puppy cat going on adventures, I think around space, and the art style looks similar to Steven Universe, I will add. Wouldn't be surprised if Rebecca made this. I forgot her last name, I think it was Rebecca Sugar, I think. Not sure, but it looks like a pretty good series. Might as well watch it. Ben 10 Omniverse and Ben 10 Ultimate Alien. These 2 are a series in the Ben 10, saga, I might add, before the infamous new Ben 10 that came out. That one. Anyway, I'm not a huge Ben 10 fan, so every time I'd see it, I'd be like, yeah, it exists. But watching them now, they're actually pretty good, and I kind of miss them. My favorite has to be the one with this art style. I really like it. Bendy and the Ink Machine. This is a video game where you have to survive an ink workshop. Basically just trying not to kill yourself with the ink demons and stuff. Bendy is your main antagonist, and you just have to survive the place. There's a second game actually coming out in November 15th, so that's pretty cool. And I'm kind of excited to see Let's Players play it. I played the original on mobile, and yeah, it's really awesome. It's a really good game, even though the production was kind of weird. Beyond, yeah. Alright, this is just like another puzzle mobile game about this bug, and yeah, let's just move on. Big Nate. Okay, similar to Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Big Nate is a novel series. It's actually originally was supposed to be a comic strip. I mean, it was. But the main nostalgia here is definitely the bugs. I used to check them out a lot in the library, my old library, and I didn't really own any. I just owned the Diary of a Wimpy Kid books. But they were extremely funny, and I could see why they were rivaling Diary of a Wimpy Kid. But I think it's a good thing that they canceled the books earlier, because they didn't want to, become a monster like Diary of a Wimpy Kid. New books were not that good. Also, the TV show's art style looks really washed out for some reason, and why does the school look so abandoned? Big Time Rush. This was a TV show on Nickelodeon about this band, striving to be successful. I really liked the show back in the day. The theme song was, wow, it was really fun. And I can't imagine my life without it because it's really good. Baiju Mike. This is a YouTuber that mostly plays video games like Friday Night Funkin' and other games. Been a while since I watched him, but he's also in Gacha Life for some reason. I mean, it's weird, but I can tolerate it. I don't know if he still uploads now. I should probably see his channel again, but I remember this guy and I really liked his content back in the day. Binding of Isaac. This is a video game about this kid named Isaac who literally gets sent down to the basement and you have to fight off monsters using your tears. I can't really explain that, but it's a video game. Nothing is supposed to make sense. Bino and Fino. This is an African web series about these kids from Nigeria teaching you about African culture because Americans really need it. And I think the show is definitely needed for sure though. Especially since Africa is probably the least known in my brain. I mean, I know Europe and stuff, a bit of Australia, a bit of Asia, a bit of Antarctica, a lot of South America, and a whole lot of North America. But Africa is not really my strong suit. And, anything education about the world is really nice. I said education. Like, anything educational about the world is amazing. Because, to be honest, living in the same old place every day, it's boring. But I'm glad that kids can learn about Africa from the series. BioShock Infinite. This is a video game where you have to defeat Big Daddy using electric powers and gun. Yep. Bit Trip. This is actually a video game collection where you can play these games about this guy that runs. And yes, I know they look like Among Us characters. Just please shut up about it. Overall, I should probably get this game a try. It looks pretty fun, especially if it's all about running. Among Us. What the heck? Bitch Lasagna. This is a song made by PewDiePie against T-Series, because back then, PewDiePie and T-Series were fighting against to see who has the most subscribers and who could be the first YouTuber to surpass 100 million subscribers. T-Series won, unfortunately. I was on PewDiePie's side, but man, the fact that he made this song for it, man, will go down on history. Bit Life. This is a video game where it's literally just a mini life simulator, and you just live life. Though sometimes you just have to answer some questions, make some choices, make some sacrifices, and hopefully you don't die early because of a freaking murderer on ya. But seriously, I think this is probably a fun game. I haven't played before, but from what I've heard, it's pretty good. I'm impressed. Black Dynamite. This is supposed to be an action movie where this guy neotoxins a village, and this guy literally comes out and tries to kill him. You know, revenge story. I gotta say that from everything I've seen about it, it looks pretty badass. And I hope there's some action scenes on it, otherwise I'm gonna be very disappointed. Blade. This is actually a Marvel movie series that's somehow not in the MCU. That's kinda weird. But it's supposed to be about this guy that knows how to use a blade. Wow, what a superhero. But again, I haven't known much about it, I just know it's about a guy that wields a blade. And blades are cool. Balloons Tower Defense. This is supposed to be a strategy game where you play as these monkeys. Well, you're controlling the guy playing, using the monkeys and stuff. And you pop balloons. I mean, the game does get crazy when all the balloons are just all over the place. And you just gotta shoot them down. It seems really fun and strategy, and it's just everything's all crazy and stuff. Cool. Bloxers. Bloxers is a video game where you solve a puzzle, as in you're a block, and you just gotta traverse your way through this map, and go through that little hole in the end. Some of the levels do get harder, and every time I lose, I just want to throw my laptop, but it's super addicting, it's on cool map games, and I love it. Bob the Builder. Ready, Steady, Build. Now before this abomination, Bob the Builder used to look like this, and basically he just builds and fixes problems you might encounter every day with his very trusty friendly vehicles. Yeah, my script writing's trash. It's a really charming show, and it was definitely a big part of my childhood, other than, the simple art style is so amazing, and this show will definitely live on to my life forever. In my heart. BoJack Horseman. This is a series, usually on Netflix now, about this used to be 90s sitcom actor named BoJack, who is a self-loathing prick, I might add, and now that he's in the modern world, he needs to get used to, Hollywood being different and things being too competitive and Twitter and being cancelled, though. If we're going to be honest, if you don't care about being cancelled, you're never going to get cancelled then, so boom. Take that, Twitter and everyone else. But literally, it's just about, a guy living in the modern world of how things are just more sensitive and different and safe, and this world's going to shut. Bolts and Blip. This is a TV show about these robots in the future. Yada yada yada. We've seen these multiple times. We're done. Bone broth. This is supposed to be like, chicken broth or beef broth. It's literally just a thing you put on food to make it taste good, and boom, here's like evidence. Who cares? Boo the Dog. This is about a dog that got famous on Facebook, and now he's well known, and to be honest, he looks pretty cute. Amazing. Bowser Boy 44. This is a YouTuber that's known for his animations and pixel art, and this guy is really good at his craft. I applaud him, and I hope he continues on with his future, because this is actually pretty good. Brain Steel. This is supposed to be like some website that puts you in like a simulation like the Hunger Games, and yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, come on, who would not want to be in a survival style, free-for-all battle royale? That would be pretty cool. Bravest Warriors. This is a show that looks like it's from Adventure Time, but it's not, about these teenagers saving the world. It cannot be as simple as that. Bravest Warriors, huh? They better be brave. Brazzers. Alright, it's a website where you look at, not safe for work stuff. Yeah. Breadwinners. This is a show about these ducks that deliver bread, and I cannot stand this show at the least. My gosh, my ears. I mean, I used to like it as a child, but now it's... I don't want to deal with it right now. Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons. This is supposed to be like a puzzle adventure game, or about these two kids. What do you want me to say? Build Our Machine. This is a song made by DA Games, about Bendy and the Ink Machine, and when it came out, oh man, it slapped. Everyone was listening to it, and I can definitely see why. The song was such a banger, and it definitely describes the first chapter well. A big applause to him. Bulletstorm. This is a 2011 first-person shooter game. Yep. Bunked. This is a Disney Channel show about really these campers and they camp and stuff, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Burrito Bison. You just play as a guy and you just try to kill gummy bears while launching yourself to really just high in the sky. I gotta say it's similar to Angry Birds from what I've seen. And now we're finally at tier 3. So, as you can tell, these tiers are actually marked by alphabetical order instead of, from being most obscure, like most known to most obscure. I mean, fair enough. So let's begin with the C's. Call of Duty Black Ops 2. It's another Call of Duty game, but like I said, the older Call of Duties were pretty fun, and this really groups in. Plus, I love Call of Duty. But I guess I should explain it. It's a first-person shooter, mostly known for its multiplayer, and you shoot people. That's it. That's Call of Duty. Everyone knows it. Captain Sauce. He is an internet personality and a Canadian pro epic gamer. On his YouTube channel. So yeah, he's a Canadian pro epic gamer. Can your pet? Oh gosh, oh my gosh, no. Not safe for work. Alright. So originally, it's a video game where you get a pet, and you take care of it. But then after you gain enough coins, you get a bicycle. The bicycle turns upside down, and your pet literally gets slaughtered. When it's gore and flesh and blood comes out, all the credits roll. What a fun game to scar children. I'm pretty sure the developers were laughing their asses off on this one. Captain Biceps. Captain Biceps is a French animated TV show inspired by comics. And yep, it's a superhero one. Captain Underpants. This is actually a book series that was actually turned into a movie by DreamWorks that was actually pretty good. And the books themselves was amazing too. I read the shit out of them in freaking middle school. And my gosh, they were so funny. At least at the time. I mean, potty humor does not work on me anymore, but back in the day, it was really funny. Basically, it's about these two kids that hypnotize a principal, and then he turns into Captain Underpants. And, yep. This guy's crazy. Captain Sparkles. He is a Minecraft YouTuber, known for his internet personality and animations and just, his gameplay. He's one of the OGs of YouTube, and he definitely gains a lot of respect, guys. Like, please, give him respect. He's awesome. Cartoon Beatbox Battles. Similar to the animation Rewind, these cartoon characters see who's the best rapper and stuff, and they go like, who's next? Who won? You decide. Like epic rap battles of history. Cool. Celeste. Celeste is a video game where you just platform and you play as this girl going through this ice palace, wherever this mountain is, and you just don't die. It's simple as that, but it's really hard from what I've heard. I think it's on the Switch, and don't bother me to play it, please. Please, I'm begging you. CG5. He is a musical artist from YouTube with 1 million subscribers. I'm surprised if you don't know him or not. He's mostly known for his FNAF songs and really other songs. But I am really glad at this guy. This guy is awesome and deserves also all the respect. This guy makes some pretty banger music. If you don't think so, that's your opinion. Challenge to win. Similar to Battle for Dream Island, this is an object show. You challenge to win. Very easy. Chimpanzee bot. Now, I'm having a hard time figuring out what this is supposed to refer to, but I'm going to assume it's that chimpanzee box. No, it's been a while since I played. These chip bots right here that I got from eBay. Well, I didn't get them, but I think this is it. I could be very wrong. Chipper & Sons Lumber Company. Alright, this was made by the same people that made FNAF, Five Nights at Freddy's. Scott Coffin, who lives in Texas. I was just there a few months ago. And basically, it's like supposed to be some Christian game, and people hated it because the characters look like animatronics. And then Scott's like, holy shit. We're waiting every night to finally roam and invite newcomers to play with us. For many years we're going to the next entry. Chloe's Closet. I'm surprised I remember this. It's about this girl that has a closet full of clothes. She changes into different clothes to go on different adventures, like swimming or being a mermaid. Or a knight, or a sorceress, or, whatever. Wherever the imagination goes, it's in her closet. Like, I have very vivid memories of watching the show when I was little, which is kind of scary, but glad I have those memories. Chowder. Chowder is a TV show literally about this young chef, and I think it's his family? And literally, they just cook in this weird world where you take the moon and you take the sun and you get the heck to the next entry before the day is done. Sorry, I don't know why I'm in a singing mood right now. Chuck Norris facts. Chuck Norris was really big back in the day, and I don't know how relevant he is right now, but my gosh, he has so many facts about him, it's insane. Clarence. Clarence is a TV show about this young kid that's super experimental. One day he'll help Sumo build a boat. Or the next day he will literally just terrorize the school and stuff. This guy is crazy. I like his enthusiasm. And I actually did like this show when I was younger. I hate to admit it. I really liked this show. Clash of Clans. Alright, everyone knows about this strategy game. Literally, you get a base, you protect it from other people online, and when you turn off the game, you just pray that your defense is high enough, to keep out the other people. It's a really cool game of strategy. I could say it's like Dungeons and Dragons of level of fun, I guess. I never played Dungeons of Dragons or this game, but I've heard it was really popular back in the day. And I can't really blame them. Cleverbot. Cleverbot is when you're literally talking to like a bot, like for real. And you just type and it'll answer you back, and I actually tried it for once and I asked it if it was stupid. I literally asked the bot if it was stupid because it literally said, "What's your name?" I typed in my name, and then not only like 5 sentences later, like, "What's your name again?" So I just came up with it and was like, "Oh, I thought your name was this," and just bots. You gotta love them. Club Nintendo. Back then, like in the 2000s, Nintendo opened this little thing where if you get codes from video games that you buy from them, you get this little code and you just enter it and you get coins. Americans did not have the best rewards. We just had wallpapers and stuff, while Japan and Europe were getting loaded with all the good stuff. Like, what the heck? Seriously, what the heck? You really think you're better than us Americans? Well, the truth is, you guys definitely are better than us Americans. But in all seriousness, it's really cool, and I wasn't really there for the hype. I just saw it, I'm like, oh, that's cool, and really just passed it off. I didn't really care for Club Nintendo. I mean, it was fun, but who cares? Club Penguin. This is a video game where you go online as a penguin, and talk to other penguins, and get rejected online, and party, and just do a bunch of other stuff. Unfortunately, it did shut down, but it was fun while it lasted. Coffin dance. Alright, didn't this meme originate from 2020? I mean, I guess it was recorded in 2019, but literally it's about this video about these 4 guys dancing while holding a coffin. Well, do 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 do. Man, the song was catchy. And I gotta say, this is probably one of my favorite memes of all time. Like, no joke, I still like it even after its death, so. I think the music definitely carried it home for me, to be completely honest. College. I mean, we are talking Gen Z, right? So yeah, college is the point in your life where you literally are done with high school, and now it's time for you to face hell. You get 5 pages of essays literally due in a week, you have to read a lot, and all your free time is taken away. Unless you're online, which you can fail, and yeah. I mean, the classes I'm taking don't even matter anyway, but you know, they exist, and yeah. College is all about having fun while being stressed. Frick school, it takes too much time. College humor. College humor is supposed to be like some web show made by these college students back in like California. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got. I mean, here's a picture. It's hard for me to really explain this, but it was big back in the day. College parties, not safe for work. Ugh, I get it. Now, I haven't been to any college parties or any parties at all. I was pretty unpopular. I mean, I was popular in school, but I wasn't invited to any parties. Oh my gosh. From what I've seen in movies, college parties consist of getting drunk, having adult time, and just messing around, and it literally takes place in a house. Like, seriously, aren't the deans gonna be angry at that? No? Okay then. So yeah, wild time. I'll probably get to experience one in a few years, but for now, I'm doing college from home. Cause college is expensive, cause I live in America. It's about the place you're in. Yeah, baby. Alright, I'm done. Color Switch. Color Switch is a video game where you play as a ball, and whatever color you are, you must go through that same color. I was addicted to this game in middle school. It was really fun. Especially when you're bouncing up and trying to get that high score, and yeah. Amazing. Commander Clark. This is supposed to be a series about this dog, and they go through space and search the unknown. Pretty cool, but I don't care. Congratulations. Now, from what I've seen on the internet, the only thing I got is the Post Malone song called, literally, Congratulations. That's cool and stuff. I should probably take a listen to it, but yeah, apparently it's supposed to be a song by Post Malone. Very funny. Cornflakes. No one really likes cornflakes. I mean, I like Frosted Flakes, Raisin Bran, and yeah, that's all I like. Cornflakes is just cereal. Some people hate it, some people like it. Personally, for me, I like Raisin Bran and Frosted Flakes, so I'm good there. So yeah, it's just corn cereal. Not a lot of people like it, and probably find it boring, to be honest. Country Ball comics. Alright, so everyone knows country balls. You know, they're supposed to be racially stereotyped and stuff. Yeah, there's comics made from them, you know. Mexico likes tacos and sells drugs and stuff. Japan's all weeby, uwu, and femboy and all that. America's all guns and burgers. UK is tea and bad teeth. Like, what the heck? You know, balls that are supposed to be all stereotypes and stuff. Cover Orange. It's a video game where you have to protect this orange, and, you know, it's called Cover Orange for a reason. That's cool, but I don't really care, like I said. Country balls. Crazy Straws. It's exactly what it sounds like. Get a cup, pour some fluids like water or juice, and boom, you got yourself crazy straw. Watch that liquid go turny uppy and into your mouth. Yeah. That sounded weird, but that's because I'm 18. If I was younger, it would probably sound really different, but dirty minded people, they watch my videos and take things out of context, so whatever. Creeper World 3. Okay, another strategy game, but this time you fight against viruses and all that. Similar to, I guess, Osmosis Jones or Cells at Work. Just defeat all the bad bacteria in your really weird body and stuff. It's just... Though, I think I would probably like this game. I really like, mitosis and all that. Really fascinating to the brain. Creepy Pasta. Oh man, these were so good back in the day. So it didn't really take, a lot to scare kids back then. So people came up with these stories, and to be honest, they're really good at keeping it fun, being real, but at the same time keeping it out of fake. A lot of creepypastas fall on the line between reality and fake, which make them pretty believable back in the day. I used to believe them a lot, so yeah, that was unfortunate for me. But the best ones, of course, were Herobrine, Squidward's, Slenderman, Smiledog.jpg, Eyeless Jack, all of them. So, oh my gosh, they were classics. I mean, sure, the images would scare you. I mean, they still scare me to this day, but they're really iconic and fun to talk about with others that are in the community. My favorite has to be... Well, that's a tough one. I don't really have a favorite. I gotta say my favorite has to be Jeff the Killer, mostly because of this image. It's really scary, I know. And that's why I like them. They're really scary, and if I shit my pants, that's really my fault. Crossy Road. Oh gosh. So anyone remember Frogger? The game where you play as a frog and run from the water or cars? Yeah, that's exactly what this game is, except 3D, and the main character is a chicken. You can still play as a frog, but you have to unlock them. And that's the thing about this game. You play this game, you get coins. If you get 100, you can use it on a slot machine and get different stuff, like a frog, a snake, people, and other stuff. I really like this mechanic, and even if it seems, the gameplay seems the same, every character has its own way and makes it really different to play. So I appreciate that. I played this game to death, and yeah, even though it's like Frogger, where you just have to cross roads hoping not to get hit by cars, I enjoy this game. Cuphead. Cuphead is a video game where you just shoot things like it's Mega Man. Yeah, this game is literally just Mega Man in a way, but way better. So you have different guns. You mostly actually fight bosses in this game. There's over 20 of them, and you must defeat every single one of them to progress. The base game is amazing, and the DLC is awesome. And I'm just really glad this game exists because, my gosh, this game was a challenge. It was so hard, I literally doubt myself that I would beat it, and, I actually did over this summer. So yeah, the DLC was awesome, and I hope there's a second one or more DLC coming soon. And they did not cheap out on anything. The people that made this game did not cheap out. And that's amazing. Nintendo would definitely cheap out. Curiosity. What's inside the cube? It's an experimental game where you find out what exactly is inside the cube. That's it. It's just an experimental video game. And that is it for Tier 3. Now let's go to Tier 4. No explanation, let's do this. DA Games. Alright, another musical artist actually made Build Our Machine, the Bendy and the Ink Machine song that was here earlier on the Iceberg, but also he's known for making more rock, rock-like music based on indie games, which is definitely a fresh coat of paint from the old Poppy Boots Cat stuff that we're all used to. Danganronpa. Yeah, I don't know who created this series and why they gave it that ridiculous name, but it's literally just about a murder in a high school, and don't make it Among Us joke, don't make it Among Us joke, don't make it Among Us joke. Yeah, murder in a high school, anime. Yep, it's all there. Dairy Queen. Don't know why it's here, but I love Dairy Queen. They're mostly known for their blizzards and unhealthy fast food and blizzards, though there's one thing that's keeping me up at night. Ever since 2019, where the heck is my caramel cannonball blizzard? I missed it, gosh damn it. Dan TDM, another Minecraft YouTuber that always dyes his hair blue for some reason, or any other color, and is now a proud father. Amazing. So usually he just does a bunch of Minecraft videos, but also plays other video games. He is from the UK, he's cool, and he was my childhood. Respect for him. Dark Pictures Anthology. This is supposed to be a drama, horror, survivor game. That's cool, and I don't care. There, it's honorably mentioned. Dat boy. Dat boy's a meme that's literally a frog on a unicycle. Look, it was funny, alright? It was the most... oh my gosh. It's the most funny thing I've seen since the dawn of time. This is peak comedy right here. A frog riding a unicycle. It was swag back then, alright? Dawko. He's an indie artist that makes songs about FNAF and Bendy and the Ink Machine, just like the others. So yeah, not that different from DA Games, Living Tombstone, Though, he stands out for a reason though. Dead Space 2. This was a game, I think it was released on the Xbox 360. I'm not sure. That's supposed to be a survival horror game. And yeah, it was pretty scary. I actually liked it back in the day. Dear Kitten. This is a YouTube web series, I think, about these cats, and yeah, it's literally about cats. Death Battle. Similar to Animation Rewind and the rap ones, this is literally just, Wolfie pin these characters next to another and they fight, and yeah, that's pretty much it. It's all a lot of fighting against fictional characters. These nuts. It's literally a meme about this guy that's like, these nuts? And he laughs and says, ha! Got him! Ha! Got him! Look, it's still funny to this day, I will add, because, to be honest, it was very funny. Deltarune. So for the rest of 2010s and 2018, Deltarune released Chapter 1, and it's literally Undertale. Well, it's the second game. However, it's split into chapters, and Chapter 2 came out in like the 2020s. Chapter 1 came out in 2018, and it's like an RPG, like an action RPG where you fight and stuff. Pretty cool. Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Diary of a Wimpy Kid is a novel series. It's a kid literally about, I'm gonna stop saying literally, I swear. Surviving middle school, and I think this tackles middle school really well, I will add. Especially since I've read these books all through middle school, and I still buy the books for my brother when a new one comes out. I'm surprised this series is still lasting long, like every year. And yeah, some are still funny, I will add. The movies are amazing too. And yeah, Diary of a Wimpy Cat has really shaped my childhood. Dick Figures. This is actually a joke movie on YouTube, at least from what I've seen. Like, I've seen it a lot in my YouTube recommended on the movie section, and I ask myself, why? What the heck is this? It's literally about stick figures, but then again, you know what I draw, so yeah. Divinity Original Sin 2. It's a role-playing game. I think it's supposed to be an online role-playing game like Dungeons and Dragons, the computer one, or League of Legends, or whatever. So cool, I guess. Dog with a Blog. This is a Disney Channel show about a dog that has a blog, and I think he can talk, and it's so weird and bizarre, and I want to get out of this I just want to get out of here. I want to leave. So what the heck is this? Doki Doki Literature Club. This game is that you go to a school club with your friend Sayori, and it's supposed to be like a dating sim, but fake out? No, it's not. It's a horror game. I'm actually glad they built up this game because it definitely takes a dark turn for sure. Especially the jump scares and everything is just, it's all dark. And I love dark things. So this game is definitely for me. I should probably get the Plus, Doki Doki Literature Club Plus on the Switch later. Don't get fired. This is a video game where it's a work simulator. You just don't have to get fired. It's really that easy. Okay, no it's not. But yeah, I really like simulations like this because it teaches me, hey, if you do this, you get fired. And the point of the game is to, well, not get fired. Doodle God. It's a video game where it's literally like a puzzle game and a world building game. And it's supposed to be addicting, but it doesn't look appealing to me, to be completely honest. I'd rather draw animations and doodle this. Doodle Jump. You play as this guy, and you jump from platform to platform. It's a jumping platform game. Doom 2016. So, unlike the original Doom, this is, well, of course a remake, I think, or just a game in the series, and I played this game a lot, and just like the other games, it's literally about shooting demons. Double Rainbow. Double Rainbow is like a viral video where this guy's obsessing over a double rainbow, and you know, if I saw a double rainbow, I would definitely make 2 wishes, because that is lucky. Dr. Shame. This is a YouTube channel just focused on feminism and writing tips for movies somehow. It's kind of weird that this channel exists, but you know, anything goes. Drag racing. Now I don't know if this is supposed to refer to a specific video game, but there are so many mobile games about, well, drag racing. Especially like those other games. I don't know, I can't really pick out one, but I remember downloading a racing game and it was drag racing. Dragon Ball Z. Now, not everyone likes anime. I can tell you that. However, everyone has probably experienced Dragon Ball some way or another. In fact, Dragon Ball is really huge. Like, even non-anime fans would know him. Know Goku. Now, I'm not a huge Dragon Ball fan, I've only seen the original series, but Z is the most popular one and the most well-known one. In fact, Dragon Ball is so popular that during vacation we went to a Dragon Ball shop and it was amazing. Like seriously, Dragon Ball Z was amazing, at least from what I've heard, and it's the most popular Dragon Ball series, so everyone pretty much knows it. From the epic fight scenes to the story, and the iconic Goku outfit. It's amazing. Dragon Ball Z is hands down probably the best anime seasons out there or series. Mad respect. Drake and Josh reruns. So I was born in 2004, basically when all the good shows were just getting off air. But there were a lot of reruns, especially Drake and Josh. And I kind of liked this show when I was little, you know, even though I didn't have a little brother at the time. It was kind of cool seeing these brothers cope with, you know, whatever problem they're on. So yeah, I'm glad that this show has been rerun a lot. Dream Kicks. This is a TV show about these athletically challenged animals, you know, just being the underdogs in a soccer team. That's cool, but I don't really care because what the heck is this? Reminds me of Chicken Little. Drew Durnall, or I think that's how you're supposed to pronounce his name. He's actually a Redditor commentator, which, you know, thank goodness we have those. Similar to Ailerus, if you know him. And he just, you know, comments on Reddit posts and stuff, and, you know, he's a good commentary channel, I might add. I mean, he's pretty good. Drinking games. Oh gosh. So yeah, there's like a lot of online drinking games where you just bounce a ping pong ball to a cup. That's cool, but why? Why have a simulation like that? Driver Dan's Story Train, a show about these animals on a train, and they just tell stories. That's the full series. There's nothing more complicated than that. It's as simple as that. Duck Dodgers. This is a spinoff of the Looney Tunes show, but it's mostly on Daffy Duck and Marvin the Martian and Porky Pig on adventures. DuckTales 2017. Now, there was the original DuckTales, but the 2017 version was really good, I've heard. It followed these 3 duck kids. I don't know their names, and I don't know if they're Scrooge's grandkids or something. But Scrooge is in it, by the way. So is his pilot duck. And they go on misadventures, you know, typical Disney stuff. Duolingo Owl is Evil memes. Now, Duolingo has been around for multiple years. Basically, it's a language learning app where you learn Spanish, Japanese, all the languages. English if you need to. And basically, the point of these memes is about how if you're not done with your Spanish lessons or whatever lessons, the Duolingo owl will kill you or kill your family. Or have them locked out, or send a nuke to your house. There actually were pretty funny ones, and this actually originated back in 2019 is where they were mostly popular. It actually inspired me to learn Spanish, funny enough. Then I took a Spanish class. I don't know. It made summer of 2019 unforgettable because it was just that funny, I might add. Ed, and Eddie reruns. So once again, born in 2004, good move, the good show's gone, but reruns exist. How about these kids in a cul-de-sac and, well, they do normal kid stuff like pretend and all of that. Well, I'm glad the show's been rerun because this show was really epic. Ed's World. Now, Ed was an animator back before 2012 before he died from cancer. He also made games on Newgrounds, made these awesome animations, and the series is still going strong to this day. I really like Ed's World and its web series, and it's just so good. If you haven't watched Ed's World before, I advise you should watch it. He's really funny, and even after his death, still going strong, and I love it. Edible cereal straws. Now, I remember these fondly, but I don't know where you get them. Basically, there's these straws, and you eat them, and inside it tastes like the cereal, like Fruit Loops, or Lucky Charms, or Golden Grams, I think. And I still remember they have a little sugary taste on them. They look like straws, and you just bite into them. They're really vivid of a memory for me, but I do remember them. Electro Man 2. This is supposed to be a stickman fighting game where you have electric powers and you beat up everyone and change combos and stuff. So kind of like Contra, except you're beating up everyone. And I really like beat 'em up games, so this would be good for me. Element Animation. A web series on YouTube known for making an Eggs Guide to Minecraft and a lot of other Minecraft animations. So yeah, they're a 3D animation studio on YouTube. Pretty cool if you ask me. Elementary school. Some people call this primary school, and it's basically just grades from kindergarten to 5th grade. Elementary school for me has been wild to say the least. This is literally just these grades where you learn your shapes, numbers, your basic math, and common sense if they ever do teach it, which they don't. You have to learn that yourself. But yeah, elementary school was really fun, especially with the fun assemblies and stuff. It's supposed to get you into the rhythm of education. And without these grades, well, we wouldn't be the people that we were today. Some of us were menaces to society, some of us were outstanding citizens, some of us were in between. Nice. Epic rap battles of creepypasta. Literally the same thing as, epic rap battles of history, but it's creepypasta. Epic rap battles of history is literally the same thing where rappers go against each other and, rap. I'm not a good freelance rapper, like I can't really freestyle, but I guess I can try. Yo, my name is Zerk Result. I don't have a bolt when you're really not going note. You can't even try to cross me because your blue furry ass ain't going to be sloppy. Oh, man, that was hard. That was bad. Sorry guys, that was horrible. Ethos Lab. He is a Minecraft YouTuber. So, yep, originality 1.0. Evebot. So from my research, it's either a coffee maker or it's a female AI on the internet. Other than that, I don't really care which one I get. I like coffee and I like robo females. Shoot, people I know I'm the Terminator. Nah, no one knows. Evil Within. This is a horror survival video game, just like the other ones. Let's go. Exploding TNT. Now, this guy was definitely my childhood. Not because he made Minecraft videos, but he made like a bunch of Minecraft animations and skits. He even brought along Purple Sheep, or Shep, Pink Sheep, and Failboat, which Failboat I still watch to this day. Facebook. Oh man, the funny thing is, I just got Facebook because I'm 18 now. Facebook is another social media app where you can post stuff to your family or friends. I'm mostly there for the family, so yeah, I sound like Vin Diesel. Fairly Odd Parents. Now this was a classic from my childhood. It's about this kid named Timmy who gets fairies, and yeah, he's 10 years old, so just imagine what a 10-year-old would wish for. Free food, girls, I guess, kind of a crush on this one girl, and just, yeah. So his life is shit, but he has fairies, so, balances out. Fall Guys pre-boom. Oh gosh. So before 2020, when Fall Guys was released, there was a lot of speculation of what could this be. A Wipeout Mario Party minigame collection? That's online? Amazing! I thought this concept was really good when it first came out, but I wasn't there with the announcement because actually I didn't know it existed until 2020, just like everyone else, so this is like the pre-boom area. I've heard the beta version causes, mind migraines, which is kind of scary, but it's probably an urban legend. Fanworks. So, this is a Japanese studio, but it's actually not referring to that. It's referring to this website on TV tropes. And I guess, when you give people, if you give the wrong people the wrong tools for art, you get something that makes me want to bleach my eyes with extra soap and detergent, please. Fanboy and Chum Chum. I liked and disliked the show when I was a kid. I mean, it was fine, but now it's just an annoying TV show. But back in the day, it was tolerable. That's because I was a little kid. It had the protagonists are these two kids named Fanboy and Chum Chum that are literally cosplaying superheroes right now. Huh. No wonder people find them annoying. I mean, what would you think if I just went outside with a fursuit every day for my walk? It would be very concerning. So yeah. Though they usually just go into antics and whatever they can find that day. Kind of creepy, actually. The show was freaking me out. Fancy Pants. This is a video game where you play as this guy and you literally just platform, like Mario. Fanta. Fanta is a drink, usually in orange, but there's other colors like grape and pineapple. Pineapple's my favorite. These kind of sodas are really good, and I recommend some. They're really delicious on a nice summer day. Or cold night. Whatever. Fashion. Now, I don't know if this is talking about fashion in general, but it's labeled under the internet category, so I'm gonna say that it's like, maybe it's referring to Instagram models, or Snapchat models, or TikTok models, or any kind of models. that wear some sort of fashion. Though I will admit that the fashion industry is kind of going low. I mean, back then we had some attractive pictures, and now we got oh no, fidget spinners. Fidget spinners are these little toys for kids with anxiety like me, and you just flick them. They became a trend back in like 2017, I think. And, well, I can't blame them. I had these all through middle school, and they were really fun just messing around with. And to this day, they're still really fun. If I had my fidget spinner, I would be fidgeting it while making this video, or recording the lines. Fight for Feline Funds. This is based on a YouTube web series with the same name, and it looks like this, and I'm concerned. Fish Hooks. Fish Hooks is a TV show on Disney Channel about this fish high school, and yes, whatever's going on that day, they do it. I was obsessed with this show when I was little, so I can't really blame myself. It was really entertaining back in the day, and after watching it now, I can see why I was entertained. It was fun, alright? Fishing reel. I think it's supposed to refer to the video game Reel Fishing, where all you have to do is fish for, well, fish. I mean, I can see how this is addicting. I mean, catching fish is fun, especially in real life where I'm like, I threw it very far now, I just need to wait for fish. But this video game looks pretty fun. Might as well play it, I guess. Five Nights at Candy's and Five Nights at Freddy's. I decided to put them together because they're literally the same thing, except Five Nights at Candy's is a spin-off. Well, not even a spin-off, it's a fan game. And Five Nights at Freddy's is the real deal. Everyone knows these games for its simple but very anxiety-producing gameplay. Like, back in 2014, it was really big, and it's still big now, especially with Security Breach this year, I think, right? And the books, too. The books that keep releasing. Jeez, Coffin, you tired of writing? Your hand probably looks red. But overall, yeah, I could see what the hype is all about. There's so much lore, and everything is just, how do you build a lore all of a simulation video game? Seriously. And now that it's on consoles, great. Oh man, who's excited to see the next Five Nights at Freddy's game? Me. But seriously, it's not even a decade years old, and now it's literally has a franchise as big as Mario. If you guys like put Mario and Freddy in the same place, you could be like, yeah, these are pretty iconic characters, except one is really iconic in Japan and one's iconic in America, and iconic in both. So, you know, there's a reason why these games are really popular. Flappy Bird. This is a video game on the mobile app store that's not on it anymore because of how addicting it is. You basically play as a bird and you tap it to keep the bird flight while avoiding pipes. It is really hard to score over 10, but that's what makes it addicting. And now the creator is really under struggle here. But it was a fun game while it lasted, for sure. Fortnite Battle Pass. Alright. Everyone knows what Fortnite is. It's a battle royale, free-for-all game. Unless you're doing squads. This game is still popular somehow, and it came out literally in like 2014, and then the Battle Royale came out in 2017. Then it's popular, and now it's free to play. Everyone's spending money on the skins and stuff, which I don't know why I'm just playing the game here. Just, oh my gosh. This game went from nothing to something already, like super fast. Whew, Epic Games, what the heck is going on? But seriously, the skins is just, now it's super recognizable from its, partnerships with Marvel and Rick and Morty and others. From its simple gameplay of shooting each other or doing whatever now. Basically, the point of the game is, first one to kill everyone wins. Like the last one standing wins. It's as simple as that. I could see how it's addicting. The emotes make me not want to live anymore. But other than that, I actually like this game. I just don't really like the fan base or the skins or anything. I just like playing Fortnite because it's Fortnite, Last one standing wins. It's awesome. I mean, come on. Come on, like, come on. When's the last time Fortnite's never been that anxiety-inducing? When you're like literally 2 people left, and then you die, and then you cry, and then you go again, and then you win. Huh. But seriously, this is probably one of the best multiplayer games out there, next to Call of Duty. Fortnite is this generation's Call of Duty. Yeah, I said it. I mean, it's kind of similar in a way, except everything's third person, battle royale, and you get skins, so yeah. Similar to Call of Duty. Friends you only meet directly as friends once. Alright, I know that's a mouthful, but what you mean is like, what the iceberg means is that you go to a playground as a little kid, you meet someone, you have literally the best time in your life, you leave the playground, you never see them again. Those kind of friends. Basically, you know, it's a fun time, and then when you leave, they leave, it's the most tragic thing ever, because, you know, they were such good friends with you. I mean, if you're lucky, you can get their mom's phone number, and you can, you know, chat and hang out, but, you know, those are some special memories, you know. We only get to meet them once. But now, since kids have phones these days, they're gonna be like, hey, what's your Discord? What's your Facebook? What's your YouTube channel and stuff? Yeah. But back then, only meeting one person, that was... Ooh, it hits me in the heart. I feel old just for thinking about it, but it's right in the heart. Frosted Flakes. Just like I said earlier, it's literally just wheat flakes, but the thing about this is that I think there's a bit of sugar in there. I don't know why. They're like a nice sugary corn flake, if you know what I mean. They taste really good, but I don't know what's in them. Corn? Sugar? A bit? Though they're actually pretty good. I mean, Tony the Tiger knows that they're great. For a Friday, not safe for work. God. Gosh. Alright. Fur Affinity is a website where you mostly see furry art, and I'm pretty sure like 80% of that is furry, not safe for work, full-blown nudity art. I already lost my innocence already. That's it. I'm not innocent anymore. I've tortured myself too long. I'm out of breath. I'm slowly dying. Let's go to the next tier, please. G.I. Joe Renegades. This is actually a G.I. Joe TV show about people that got, well, falsely convicted for crimes that they didn't do. Huh, my life. Gundam Style. Alright, everyone knows this dance, even if you were born after 2012. Literally, one day, this video just formed called the Gundam Style, where these Korean guys be like Gundam in style and making this dance, and just everyone was doing it back in the day, and I can't really blame you. The song was catchy, and he was massively popular. But you know, the lyrics of this song is dark, right? It's literally about capitalism and stuff, and being the best economically, right? Just making sure. Game Grumps. These are like a YouTube duo that plays video games, and that's pretty much it. I'm done here. Game Theory. This is a YouTuber named Matt Pat who theorizes on games like what the heck is Kirby, and why the heck the Jinx is racist and stuff, and you know, stuff like that. Actually do find his these video games that he's on very interesting, and makes me think, that actually does make sense. Kirby's amoeba. But hey, that's just a video, a Zerkazolt video. Gary's Mod. Gary's Mod is like a video game in a way, but not really, where you take these characters and put them in random situations. There's a bunch of Gary Mod videos, like SMG4 is the most popular one, or Onyx King, or Alex Spider, who makes pretty good Gmod videos, and the 3D models actually look pretty good. And I want to say that SMG4 definitely shaped the genre of Gmod. And Gmod looks very fun. I just don't have it because I don't really have a functioning computer for it. Generator Rex. Here you go. It came on Cartoon Network. I watched it a bit. I didn't like it. It's about this guy here. Yeah, I'm done. Geometry Dash. This is a video game where you play as most likely a cube, and you go through the level with spikes while trying to tap with the beat of the music. So yes, it's a rhythm game on surviving spikes. And it's still relevant to this day. This game is really good and it's very addicting, especially since there's only 20 levels. But the fact that it's still played nowadays because of its creator mode just goes to show how much, how timeless this game is. Ghost caught on camera videos. These are literally just stupid videos that are edited to make it look like there's a ghost there. But in reality, it's just someone putting a thing and then, oh look, there's a little faint editing error there. Oh look, someone animated a ghost there. Ooh, scary. 90% of these videos are pretty fake, and really, ghosts can be real, but the fact that they look so fake, it's making me wondering why the heck make these kind of content. It's very fake. Ginger Pale. He is a YouTuber that's most likely on the Storytime animation community, because that's mostly what he does is Storytime animation. And yeah, he seems like a pretty cool dude. Go Animate. This is an animation software that literally looks like Family Guy. Though the thing that's really messing me up is the videos on them. Like, Caillou gets grounded, Dora gets grounded, Bart Simpson gets tortured, and a bunch of other stuff. It's so freaking bizarre. But the application itself is fine. It just, the Family Guy art style makes me not want to live anymore. Ugh. Goat Simulator. This is literally a video game about goats and being a goat. That's it. That's all you need to know. God's Plan by Drake. This is a song made by Drake, alright? Cool, we got that out of the way. Good Dog Greg. This is a meme format that looks like this, and okay, it looks pretty funny. Good Guy Greg. Like last entry, it's literally just a meme format with this picture, but instead of a dog, it's a guy. Google search result memes. Oh gosh. So, when you go on Google search and you search up a certain thing, it will just show up a bunch of stuff, right? And sometimes things will get a bit wonky. Like, search up school makes me, and it has depressed, freaking, makes you anxious, makes you depressed, makes me want to die, just, searching up stuff. Mostly because the engine is built on, the most search terms behind it. Like TikTok. Oh gosh, TikTok. Oh no. But back in the day, it was extremely funny just looking up school is, or this guy does, or this is. Okay, it's pretty funny. Granny. This is a horror game where you have to survive, Granny, of course. And, it's actually a pretty fun puzzle game, especially exploring the place on, practice mode and stuff. And yeah, things do get crazy. Gravity Falls. This is a TV show also on Disney Channel about these kids going into this weird town full of mysteries and gnomes and zombies and everything else. Now, the main point about this show is Bill Cipher. He's probably one of the best villains out there, and I cannot disagree, especially how his voice doesn't even sound menacing. He sounds like a talk show host. But this show was really good back in the day, and I should probably review it. I have Disney Plus, so I can definitely watch it. Gravity Rush. This is like an adventure game. The protagonist is named Kat, and she can manipulate gravity that allows her to fly or walk through walls, or walk, on walls. And it seems like a pretty cool mechanic. I haven't played before, but from what I've heard, it is an amazing game. Which, there's a lot you can do with gravity. Look at Super Mario Galaxy, for example. Yep. Gregory's Room Creepypastas. It's literally about how an executive at Nickelodeon works at Nickelodeon, well, he used to, and found this weird cassette tape. He played it, and it literally has this guy right here saying that this is his room and we'll be here together. No one will see us. We'll be here together. It's just, ugh. Not only that, he looks creepy, he sounds weirdly creepy too. And the fact that we're just in his room forever together is very creepy. Now, it's not creepy now, but back in the day, it was very creepy. Let me tell ya. Grumpy Cat. Here's a picture here. The Gummy Bear song. The Gummy Bear song was very annoying, yet very catchy back in the day. It was so big that people just, remixed it, made edits of it. It was everywhere. The Gummy Bear song was hard to escape. I really liked it when I was little, so that makes sense. And oh man, just this guy right here. He even has an album. Amazing. Gymnasium. Alright, so this is literally everyone's favorite subject in school. Not only that you're not, really learning anything, you're just playing tag with your friends or playing basketball or hockey or whatever. I was in gym in 12th grade, like the last grade, and I was a huge beast. Like, I was super competitive. By the way, I was in I kind of lied about my grade, sort of. The teachers knew I was 12 years, not 12 years old. The teachers knew I was in 12th grade. However, the kids didn't and thought I was just a 9th grader because, well, I'm very emotional. Like a 9th grader that just, how could I about this? That just passes growth spurt a lot. And I was super competitive, and yeah, I beat most of them, but there's some crazy kids out there. But gym is like the best experience out of school, especially since, if you're probably wondering why I was in a bunch of 9th and 10th graders, I just wanted to get one class in to graduate. You can't do that without doing this and stuff, yada yada yada. Next here we go. Guitar Hero. This is a video game made by Harmonix and Activision, based on the very, very popular game Guitar Freaks in Japan, where you get a guitar controller and you play notes on a little track wheel. Really cool because it features mostly the most famous rock songs of all time, like artists from Incubus, from Him, from Green Day. I think Green Day was in one. No, it wasn't. It was in Rock Band. Well, frick. But bands from the Ramones, Avenged Sevenfold, Muse, Jimi Hendrix. Seriously, the series spawned a bunch of games, but unfortunately died because of oversaturation. What the frick? Now, if you know me, I'm a huge Guitar Hero fan. I literally bought a PS2 just to play Guitar Hero. My favorite's Guitar Hero World Tour. Hannah Montana. She used to be a superstar back on the golden days of Disney Channel, and she's a washed-up actor. But back in the day, even in her prime, she was kind of annoying, I will add. Oh man, imagine just being served up by a silver platter and then into the trash you go. Really sad. Happy by Pharrell Williams. Alright, Despicable Me 2 came out, this song played, and now everyone loves this song. You know what? I like it too. Happy by Pharrell Williams was a really awesome song, and it was a big hit of 2013. It played all over my school, it was that huge. So, I can't blame them. It was really awesome. It was a really awesome song. 'Cause I'm so happy. Happy Wheels. Happy Wheels is a video game where you literally, how can I put this? You die in gruesome ways. You can play as a guy on a bike, a woman on a shopping cart, or just whatever, and oh my gosh, you can die in the most horrific ways possible. It's like how could I put this? It's like a survival game, but it's like Mortal Kombat. You just have to traverse this obstacle course, but if you die, you die, and it's It's hard sometimes. I mean, it's pretty cool, playing the levels and stuff, but when you die, it feels devastating, but it feels very funny. I know it's labeled NSFW, but the deaths are, call me a psychopath for this one, funny. Airport. This is like some weird TV show that's from France, I think. Okay. Harry the hamster. So from what I've seen, it's this YouTube video about this hamster that swears and... Okay, I haven't watched the video, but I can predict two things. A, it's either a jump scare, or B, he actually swears and it's probably the most funniest shit ever. Harambe. Oh, Harambe, who got shot by touching a kid, not inappropriately for those weirdos, blue furries. He died because he touched a kid. Not an inappropriate way for you dirty mind furries. It was a sad day. If he didn't come close to that kid, not inappropriately, you freaking blue furry. Okay, I'm done. So basically, he got shot, and ever since then, everything's been kind of in ruin. Imagine if Harambe lived, but, he was a legend on the internet, and I cannot doubt that for 1 second. He will live on into our hearts, and, yeah, he's there. There's a moment of silence for Harambe, please. Harvey Beaks. Harvey Beaks is a TV show on Nickelodeon about this blue, I think, bird. I don't know what type it is, but he's a bird that goes on adventures with these caveman-looking people. It's a very charming show, and if you haven't watched it, I would probably recommend it. It's really a charming, heartwarming show. Hearts of Iron. What is this supposed to be? Is this supposed to be a 6 or a 4? I don't know, just 4, whatever. It is a computer-based strategy game where you just defend your land, similar to Clash of Clans and any other strategy game. I haven't played it, so I don't get why it's on this list, but whoever, if you like Hearts of Iron, good for you. Henry Stickmin. This is a video game where you play as a stickman and you have a few choices. Other choices lead you to failure or certain doom, while others are literally the worst ways possible to win. Like, basically, you get the worst option, and if you choose that and you somehow pass it, like, you'd be like, yeah, the logical choice to get out of here is using a crowbar, which, yeah, you're right. But then sometimes it actually works, and, yeah. These games are really fun. I think my favorite has to be infiltrating the airship, but that's just me. Hero Factory. Hero Factory is a TV show based on Lego. I don't know if there's any sets available, probably are, but it came out in 2010 and ended in 2014. It looked like Bionicle in a way, so yeah. Hero 108. This is a show that puts people and animals together or something, I don't know. Basically, it's like some war series. So, yeah, I haven't even seen this show before or heard of it before, so, yeah. Hickory Dickory Clock. This is a nursery rhyme. It's about a mouse going up to the clock. Hickory Dickory Dock. Hellbell Brawl. This is a fighting game about prison and stuff. Seems cool. Yeah, fine. Home life. Home life, it depends on who your parents are. I have a pretty good home life because my parents are really protective, but very, they let me discover things myself. But then you got those abandoned parents. Yeah, those deadbeat parents. Or A, they leave you, or B, they just don't care about you. But if you're lucky, you can get good parents when you're born, and those are the best parents. They're ready to prepare you for the future. And so home life would be a joy or hell for you, depending on who your parents are. I myself hopefully can have a good home life for my future kid. So yeah, that would be amazing. Also, if my parents are watching this, Thank you for raising such an awesome kid. Hotline Miami. This is supposed to be a top-down shooter game. So it's kind of like, what's a good shooter game that's top-down? I can't really think of any right now, but basically you just shoot and yeah, that's pretty much it. You could say it's like Galaga in a way, except you're literally just shooting random people as a guy. HTwins.net. This is a website made by the people that made Battle for Dream Island. So yeah, it's a website. Hunter Avalone. So he's like a politician on YouTube and stuff, which is pretty cool if you ask me, because we rarely have those on YouTube, because we have animators, gamers, but I didn't know there was such thing as a politician YouTuber. That's just pretty crazy. I Am Bread. Alright, this is the most stupidest but most funniest video games out there. You literally play as a slice of bread, and that's literally it. All you do is play as bread. It looks addicting, alright? I'm firing my laser. This is a meme about this guy named Swoop the Roop, who literally blasts, well, a laser and stuff. Then people went on and had a great controversy because it was on Cell's face in Dragon Ball, I think, who was wearing blackface or something. It's just gosh, I did not have to explain this, but blackface is when you're impersonating a black person, not a person with an actual black face. At least I'm getting that wrong. In that case, you can try to cancel me, but I wouldn't care enough to be canceled anyway. Because I'm not trying to be racist is what I'm trying to say. But back to the meme. He shoots his laser. It's funny. This is the funniest shit ever. Shut up. INK. Invisible Networks for Kids. Alright, this is actually another show made by friends. Cool. Here's a picture. I don't want to talk about it. It looks like it's some sort of spy show. Okay. iCarly. This is literally about a series made by Dan Snyder about this girl that wants to be famous on the internet by doing talk shows while surviving high school. Literally was my life until I quit and started a new channel and stuff. But you know, it was really fun. I mean, iCarly was a really good show back in the day, and the fact that I think it's still on Netflix after all this time is pretty cool. Everyone loves iCarly, I think. Icy Tower. So similar to the game Ice Climbers, you go through this tower and just do platforming and stuff, which is pretty cool. I love Ice Climbers, so I would probably like this game too. If you don't know what Ice Climbers is, which I'm kind of surprised you kind of do, it was a really old, okay, maybe I am surprised if you don't know. I mean, if you do know. It's literally just an old NES game that you play as these kids and you scale a mountain, similar to Icy Tower, which is basically what I'm talking about. Image flip. So just like the name, you can flip images or you can make them animated, which is super sweet. I love making and editing pictures because, well, I'm a YouTuber. I love editing and stuff, even though not all YouTubers do that and just pay an editor to edit. But it's really fun from using it a bit. So yeah, I like flipping my images, though to be honest, there's not really a calls for that because I can flip my images right now. Don't ruin my fun. The Impossible Game. Inspired by Geometry Dash, this is like a more stiffer, harder version of Geometry Dash where you avoid spikes and cliffs and really anything. I actually did play this back when I was in middle school, and yeah, it was pretty fun actually. It was just pretty hard, I will add, because it was. In Anime Insanity, this is another object show about these objects right here. Similar to like Battle for Dream Island, or at least drawn similar. So yeah, here we go. Another web series consisting of these fools. Incredibles 2. Keep in mind, I waited 14 years for this movie. The first one came out when I was born, and the 2018 one, Incredibles 2, came out while I was in, I was 14. What did I think of it? It was mediocre, to say the least. Alright, so this is actually the second Incredibles movie. made by Pixar. And it literally just deals with, life and stuff while these family having superpowers, which is actually pretty cool. And the whole main plot of the story is Ellen is trying to get supers legal again. I mean, they kind of did the first movie, but not really. So Ellen's trying to make it legal. Now, if there's going to be Incredibles 3, which, there probably will be, I wonder how they're going to take that plot forward and how they're going to make things better. Because Disney's really good at making first films, and second films, and pretty good third films, as we see from the Cars franchise. Because the Cars movie, here's how I go. The Cars movie is pretty basic, but I really like it. The Cars 2 made me want to die, and Cars 3 was actually very good. Like, for a Pixar film, it's almost up there. Inside, this is a 2D puzzle platformer similar to Limbo. In this dark, very monochromatic silhouette art style, which actually looks pretty cool. I haven't played Limbo or Inside before, but this looks pretty good, and I like platforming games, so yeah. Inside Out. So like Incredibles 2, that's about superheroes and modern life, but it's made by Pixar. This is another movie made by Pixar about these emotions guiding your brain and stuff, and it actually looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. This is probably one of Pixar's one of their better films. But I gotta say, I like okay, I'm not really gonna say that. It's like up there with the 2000s films in Pixar's golden age when they were putting out hit after hit after hit. And this is one of them because I like this movie and how the emotions gather around, and basically the point is Joy is too controlling. She needs to stop it and let the other emotions, help her. Simple as that. Instagram. This is an app. I haven't really used it at all. And it's basically, from what I've seen, it's basically just another social media where you share pictures and stuff. iPad. iPad is like the tablet version of iPhone or iPod, where it's literally just, a tablet made by Apple. iPhone. It's a phone made by Apple. Similar to Samsung, but just, more cameras and stuff. Then again, my phone myself has 1, 2, it has freaking 5 cameras. I'm counting the forward one, 6 cameras. I'm just saying that, cameras equals more money apparently. Jerry and Harry. This is another Minecraft YouTube channel, but this time it's a duo, like Game Grumps and stuff. I've heard they've been facing a decline, which I hope they get back up, unless they're in drama that's, But in my morality, if someone isn't bleeding, or money isn't stolen, or time isn't wasted, why bother? And I'm kind of even skeptical about the time thing, because every time I have something, taken out, I can just rebuild it. But I hope they get to their Steam real fast, because they seem like nice YouTubers, right? It's Something YT. Now this could refer to two things. One, a guy that's actually called It's Something YT, where he talks about NFTs and just other topics. Or Something Else YT, where he's a YouTube animator that also talks about life and stuff. I mean, both of them seem pretty cool, though I've watched more Something Else more because I like YouTube animations and stuff. Though, It's Something seems promising, so I might watch him later. Jacksepticeye. He's a gaming YouTuber who plays games similar to Markiplier or PewDiePie. And he's up there with Markiplier, so yeah, that's pretty cool. He's known for this eye here, because of something that happened to his eye before. So his name is not actually Jack, it's Sean. And I actually used to watch him back in his heyday, and he was pretty cool. Good morning, ladies. I probably messed it up. Take 2. Top to the morning, ladies. I'm Jacksepticeye, and today we're going to browse Jaden Animations. I know, you like that transition? I know I'm smooth. Jaden Animations is also another YouTube animator that animates her storytime videos and stuff. And yeah, she was actually pretty good back in the day too. I really liked her videos. Jetpack Joyride. This is a video game where you play as this guy and you steal a jetpack and you shoot scientists down while avoiding these electric traps or whatever these are. It's actually a really fun game, especially with the upgrades and stuff, and my gosh, the people I've killed in this video game. It probably wasn't that many. But yeah, it's a pretty good, endless runner game, so I'll give it a pass. Johnny Test. This is a TV show about this kid that literally wants to ruin school for himself, I swear. But he's just a little kid with scientist sisters for some reason. Yeah, her sisters are pretty smart, and basically all of his adventures just involve him with the government fighting these wacky villains. But hey, Bling Bling got that drip though. And yeah, I'd probably do the same at that age. I think he's 11, right? Yeah, probably makes sense. JT Music being JT Mishima or something like that. Yeah, they changed their name, but they still make pretty good music, especially how they rap about everything. And rappers are cool. I think they're like my third favorite rappers next to Lil Nas X and Eminem. So applause for that. Juicy Juice. This is another brand of juice, similar to Capri Sun, but, it's been a lot of time since I drank a Juicy Juice. Huh, weird. But this is what they look like, and yeah, it's been a while since I had one. Junior Squad Nursery Rhymes. Our generation is, it's kind of messed up. This looks like Cocomelon. I don't like that very much. Just Dance. This is a video game where you get your Wii or Switch or whatever, and you basically copy moves. It's a dancing rhythm game that's actually very popular, especially since they keep getting new release year after year after year. I think the last Wii game was a Just Dance game, so that's funny. Especially since, you have to use your body to, dance your way through the world and stuff. And yes, every year every year is basically just like a new Guitar Hero. They release one every year with new songs from what's popular that year and stuff. I mean, it's cool, but where's my variety? What about other older songs, Justin Bieber. Controversies and hatred. So, the Baby song. It was annoying, yeah. Though I wouldn't say that he's really that heated. He did smoke, but then again, a lot of people smoke, so I don't know why you're hating on him. I mean, yes, smoking is bad for the lungs, but literally a lot of people do it without any consequences. What is your point? Another thing is that, okay, he did drugs. That's valid. That's valid. Drugs actually does kill. I think it kills faster. But literally, yes, smoking does kill, but a lot of people still do it, so, and you're not, hating on other people for doing that? Wow, shame on you, humanity. Think you'd have one famous person than others. Anyway, you're probably wondering what he does. He makes music, alright? Jeez. And people hate him because of how annoying the song Baby is, which is still popular to this day. Just not in what you think it is. I think it's like the most hated music video out there, next to Friday by Rebecca Black, which is saying something. Holy crap. And the views on that song. My gosh. But why are we hating on someone? I think he was smoking. But why are we hating on someone that's smoking when literally a lot of people do it? I'm just saying. Sometimes I think controversy is there just for the sake of controversy or something. Because people want to improve their lives and make them exciting because they know that their lives are just boring, so they want to stir up drama for no reason to make themselves feel better about themselves. I know, I'm smart. Katsuma, the animated series. Alright, so Moshi Monsters was a thing back in the day, but I didn't know that Katsuma had his or her own animated series. So yeah, it's cool. It's about Katsuma. Yay. Kid versus Cat. This is a show where a kid gets a cat and he's actually from outer space. And he tries to prove to his family, hey, my cat's from outer space. But, unfortunately the cat and the kid get into a fight and stuff, and he's trying all his best to make sure that the cat, is supposed to be an alien to them, but fails miserably. Yeah, I'm bad at pronouncing my words, so what? So yeah, basically, the cat is an alien. The boy is trying to show his parents, hey, my cat's an alien, but they're like, no, they're... Kids toothpaste. Why is this under the food category? However, yeah, kids toothpaste does taste good when you actually swallow it. Though, in reality, it's just, weaker version of what they give you when you're older. I have sensitive teeth, so I use this sensitive teeth toothpaste. But yeah, basically, they just come in flavors like bubblegum, and yeah, I always choose bubblegum. I know, fight me. But seriously, why does it taste so good? I mean, I know it's not supposed to be for eating, but when I was little, I'd just be like, bubblegum. Kinder Surprise eggs. Alright, this used to be a thing in Canada and not in the US, so thanks God for bringing me here, so I have to pay for college and all that. But anyway, we actually do have these in the US, or at least in Michigan, because they appear up in the show, but a lot. I can't wait for the government to see this video and take it down, because they know that, Kinder is supposed to be in Michigan and stuff. But in all seriousness, it's about these little egg-looking things. You take them out and you get like a little prize and chocolate with whatever in it, and that's pretty much it. The surprise is the toy, because kids love toys. Kindergarten, the education one. So kindergarten for me was very fun. I just read books, but I just looked at the pictures and played with toys and literally became Satan, because I would always mess with everyone. I even called this bald black kid an egghead. What the heck was wrong with me? However, it was that time before first grade where I didn't know what the heck life is. And now I know. Life is pain. Kindergarten, the video games. Alright, so in this video game, you play as a kid in school, and you see that your teacher is silently getting rid of all the other kids, and the janitor is cleaning up blood. And you're like, what kind of puzzle abstract game is this? It's like Doki Doki Literature Club, except everyone has no conscience and have no fear of dying. It's scary and stuff, but I like a bit of variety in my life. Though I know a certain blue furry wouldn't like that. Because, sensitivity and stuff and whatever. But, Kindergarten looks like a fun game. I think Markiplier played it once. Why isn't anyone canceling him? Sensitive blue furry. Connect. This is like a little add-on you get for your Xbox, where it's like a camera and it detects your movements and stuff. It's good for games like Just Dance and Connect Adventures or Connect Sports. So basically they're just trying to rip off the Wii. That's cool. I actually do like this. This is kind of fun, actually. Like, it was fun with my family when we got it. Connect Adventures was my favorite game, and the soundtrack to this game is really, really good. Take a bit to listen to it. It's really good. Kurzexak, or something like that. Basically, it's like another platform for creating videos or something like that. However, I've looked at the site and Push Call Agency or something like that, and it said that the page wasn't found. So I have a feeling that's discontinued, but from what I understand, it's like another video software, similar to maybe YouTube, at least from what I've seen. Allez Nord. This is a game where you play as a detective in Los Angeles in the 40s, and you solve cases, kind of similar to Grand Theft Auto in a way, but not really. I mean, you're solving them with the police, so you're the opposite of Grand Theft Auto. You rule out the Grand Theft Auto. Lasagna Cat, not safe for work. This is a weird YouTube channel. It's obviously inspired by Garfield, but oh my gosh, the videos are so weird. Literally, one of them is 4 hours long and includes a pregnancy. Like, what the heck? It's such a weird web series, but you know, I mean, it's not like we can't cancel them, right, blue furries? Okay, I'm messing with you guys. I mean, it's a really weird web series, but there's nothing wrong here. It's just you know, funny visual gags here. League of Legends. This is a multiplayer role-playing game that all virgins play. Okay, I'm messing with you. Okay, or maybe not. So yeah, I haven't really gotten into it or really played it before, so I can't really tell what the experience is, but I just know it's a role-playing fighting game. Life is Strange. This is supposed to be a graphic novel video game. I guess it's like a comic because it's actually episodic, and yeah, basically you just make choices to, you know, make sure the story progresses good, or you'll get the bad ending and you're just, You know, I like choice games. They make you think. Life Noggin. Life Noggin is a YouTube channel where he, you know, explains why strict parenting is kind of wrong and stuff like this, and his videos are pretty entertaining, and just, you know, just want to make sure it's not false information we're getting, alright? But this guy seems to know what he's doing, unlike me, because I like stuttering my words. Little Infernal. This is a video game about these little guys, and you just solve puzzles and stuff. It's another indie game. Live Leak. This is a channel similar to YouTube. It's not even a channel, it's a website. But might as well be a channel on YouTube because it's literally about blood and gore and a bunch of NSFW stuff that would probably traumatize a little kid for sure. I mean, this is probably a site you would go on Halloween for. Looney Tunes. This is a show similar to Animaniacs, where these group of characters, featuring Bugs, Bunny, and Daffy Duck, and others, go on wacky adventures every episode, and, you know, the main part of this is the funny slapstick and how loony things are and crazy things get, so, yeah. The Loud House. This is a show on Nickelodeon about this kid named Lincoln surviving in a house full of 10 sisters. I used to love the show back in middle school, so I definitely get what's going on. Oh my gosh. But seriously, this looks like an old Nickelodeon show, and that's why I like it. You know, it fits Nick really perfectly. Love Yourself by Justin Bieber. It's a fine song. Wouldn't say it's probably one of the best, but you know, it's a fine song. Give it a listen, actually. I will recommend it. Lucky Charms. Marshmallows with your cereal. Seriously, just I'm pretty sure every kid who has them, unless they're diabetic, would just pick up the marshmallows, just eat them, and not eat the real cereal. We've all been there. We're little kids. We would probably do that. I mean, we all did. But literally, it's just me. It's just known as the cereal that you just pick marshmallows off and you eat them. I know it's funny. Madame Macabre. Now this is a unique music artist. So not only that she makes music, but she also does art and comics and scary, you know, stories and stuff. Like, holy crap, she's going all out, similar to me when I started making music later. But seriously, my gosh. And she's also an internet personality, so we gotta give her a lot of credit. She actually has personality. And she looks like a goth girl, like, dang. Holy crap. Huh. Morusu. He voice acts the phone guy and the phone girl, I think, from the FNAF series, other than FNAF 1, that was voiced by Scott Coffin. He also plays a bunch of video games on his channel. So yeah, he's really part of the FNAF series and loves Mango of all the animatronics. And his favorite Undertale character is Toriel. You know, I could see that. My favorite's Sans, of course. Major League Gaming. Alright, this is supposed to be a meme. The the MLG meme. You know, those high-tech, weird, crazy meme compilations there, but it's not just a meme. It's like a gaming clan, usually in gaming competitions, and holy crap. So yeah, it's like similar to Evo. I would say that it's probably more older and better than Evo, I might add. But yeah, it's like a league of gamers, similar to Major League Baseball, the NBA, NFL. It's, you know, it's a sports network. So yeah, pretty cool. Mondo Pony. He's another music artist on the internet that sings about FNAF and stuff, and yeah, we get it. Mappers. Alright, before a blue furry takes things out of context, no, we're not talking about people that like children. We're talking about people that like, there's either two things. There are either actual mappers on the internet that like, you know, mapping things in the US or Europe or wherever the world is, or people that sample tracks and put them in like a caretaker sort of project in a way, which is actually pretty cool. It's not, you know, those maps from Twitter, that blue furry. So yeah. Manual Samuel. This is a video game where you literally play with death, and you're a rich kid, a spoiled rich kid, and you must survive like 24 days or something like that, or 24 hours. It's like a adventure game, and it's actually pretty cool, and teaches you not to be spoiled. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, guys? Don't be spoiled. Simple as that. Like, don't be spoiled with clout, the blue furry. Markiplier. Markiplier is one of the biggest gaming channels on YouTube, known for his, oh my gosh, for his massive swearing and funny personality and pink mustache. This guy is crazy. I really like his gaming, you know, his gaming videos. Especially his FNAF series that definitely rolls him up to legendary status. So yeah, big applause to him. This guy's great. The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack. This is a show on Cartoon Network about this pirate and this other guy that's also a pirate trying to find this candy island, but fail really badly. You know, Candy Island, pretty good. I mean, sugar intake must be high then. But yeah, candy is literally the drive of all these pirates. They want that sweet, sweet candy, lollipops, and chocolate. I can't blame them, really. Matt Shee, another gaming YouTuber. Cool. Microsoft Paint. This is an application where we can just draw and stuff, similar to any sketch app. I think you can also do animations on it, which is pretty cool. So really, you just draw and stuff. Minecraft. This is a video game where you're in a block world and you play as Steve, you know, the most all-powerful being of the universe, where you're supposed to, you know, Minecraft and really do whatever. You can play in survival mode and defeat the Ender Dragon, or you can play in creative mode and just build whatever you want. Your mind is your limit, and the sky is never the limit, unless it is and you can't place more blocks. So yeah, very funny, the sky's the limit. Anyway, this game is amazing and I might play it sometime, not sure. I mean, I played it before, but I didn't play it on this channel. Minion Dash. In here it's called Minion Rush, at least here in the US I think. Where you play as a minion and you go through, well, it's an endless runner, so yeah. Basically you just play as a minion and just run from grooves, gadgets and stuff, and you know, it's really cool going through the levels. It was mostly inspired by Despicable Me 2. But I think it had some updates to make it in the 3, and you know, the first one, Minions, and maybe Minions Rise of Gru, not sure, but yeah, good application. Fun game. Minion Paradise. This is another world building game, you know, those gacha games where you have to pay coins to improve, you know, a society and stuff. You know, pretty cool. I would like a society where all men and women are actually created equal and stuff. And society tells us, you know, that men can't be assaulted. Wow, how about men and women can also be assaulted? And also a society where things aren't misunderstood. Like how people can take things off context and get other people in trouble. or just a society where everyone's treated equal. Sorry, I'm bad. I'm just angry at something right now. Minute Earth. This is a YouTube channel or show that shows us how awesome our planet is, even if it's slowly dying. It's a pretty cool positive note, especially since this is very charming. I like it. Mr. Bean, the animated series. Now, everyone knows Mr. Bean. Now let's make it animated. There you go. It's a show that actually lasted 5 seasons, which is pretty good for a show, so applause. Musically. This was an app that was created mostly to make mini music videos, but then it turned into TikTok, and that's when the world kind of ended. Though before, it was just a little indie app that no one really knew about. Like, YouTube was still the king here, but then it just, it's a nice music video making app. Now just turned into one of the worst, Chinese cyber weapons out there. So, that's My Big Friend. This is a show about these kids and their imaginary friends going on adventures. My Little Pony. Friendship is Magic. This is a TV show about these ponies, and they use friendship to solve problems. Just like anime, except anime does it better. My Little Pony movie. It's literally, friendship is magic from what I've heard. I'm not a brony. I never seen a single episode of My Little Pony, and I never will. My Talking Tom. This is an app that's, I guess, is like a video game, where you can beat the crap out of him, feed him, take him a bath, But the main gimmick is him repeating stuff to you, like a robot, an actual robot. Imagine him saying, "My name is Jeff." Ah, dang it, Diamond Bolt. New Looney Tunes. Similar to Be Cool Scooby-Doo, this was animated kind of similar, but it still looks pretty different, I guess. In a way, it looks a bit better, maybe. Look, I don't know, but this was a weird show. It was still loony, like last time. I watched this probably more than the original because it came out on Cartoon Network then. I gotta say, yeah, it was fine. Newgrounds, not safe for work. Yeah, it's definitely not safe for work because it allows NSFW content literally in there. But the whole premise of this is that you can upload any audio or music or pictures or gaming or art or whatever you made into the app, and it has no restrictions ever. You just need to show you with a rating. From E, teen, M for mature, and adult. Which, you gotta make sure for that. There's a lot of, hentai artists there for some reason. There's also a lot of good and creative people there. It just shows that if you give people the right tools and stuff, they'll make masterpieces, and this website's definitely full of it. It's basically just a better version of YouTube. Sorry YouTube, but you can demonetize my channel. I can start a new one. It's fine. Or the Blue Furry. Nicolas Cage wants cake. This is an animation about Nicolas Cage. It's animated. Wanting cake, and this girl, has cake, but she also has cake behind. Okay, cake means ass, alright? Cool, alright. So, yeah, funny animation. Haha, funny. Blue Furry not approved, because she sends it as book, but, it's actually funny, I can actually take a joke and say, yeah, this shit is funny. I haven't watched it, but it looks funny, alright? I have not seen most of these in the iceberg. I'm starting to question myself if I am a 2007 kid. Whatever. Nintendo Dual Screen. What? Alright, after researching, it's just referring to the DS, the 3DS, all the S's with 2 screens, which, that makes sense. Especially since I used to have a DS, and then a 3DS. And then a 3DS XL, so yeah, I definitely get it. I mean, it was very revolutionary at the time and still is to this day. And 2 screens? Man, I can't wait to get twice the headache. Okay, it was actually pretty good. Nintendo Labo. Alright, so that time when you're a kid and you like making cardboard out of stuff? Well, how about putting that into a video game? Nintendo released these things called Nintendo Labo, where you get boxes and you put them into this little video game thing, you make them, and then boom, you can use them to control video games and stuff, which is pretty cool. I think my favorite has to be either the fishing one, the RC card one, or the mecha one, or maybe the VR one, which you can actually play with other games like Super Smash Bros. And Super Mario Odyssey. It was amazing. Nintendo Switch pre-2020. So the Nintendo Switch was really big back in the day, and I'm sorry to say this, but ever since 2020 to now, I kind of lost respect for Nintendo. Mostly because the games now are just cash grabs, and the free updates, when they make a game and release it, they never really, feel like, they're releasing a game. It just feels like a mini game collection, and then when they're finally done with the updates, they have the full game right here. Stupid. But before all of that, Nintendo Switch games were awesome. Splatoon 2, Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild. Ooh, we had some pretty good ones. Even Pokemon Sword and Shield, even though, it was, it's another Pokemon game and, oversaturation and stuff, it was actually still pretty good. Like, they weren't as greedy as they were back then when the Nintendo Switch was there. We literally thought that this was the end. The Wii U kind of sucked, but thanks to the Nintendo Switch, it, brought faith to us. And now we're starting to lose faith. I lost faith in Nintendo a few days ago. Microtransactions go brrr. Nyan. I think this is supposed to be like a PlayStation game, but it's also a YouTuber and like a 3D app or something. It's labeled under video game, so I'm gonna go with the latter. Well, not the latter, but the first option. Saying that I think it's a PlayStation game, I think. Huh. No Man's Sky. This is supposed to be an action survival game in space, which is actually pretty cool. Haven't played it, but I've heard it's pretty good. Nyan Cat. Everyone knows this meme about this Pop-Tart cat flying through space going na 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 na. Yo, it's unforgettable. Object Cringe, Illusion, Mayhem, Oppose, Overload, Twiniverse or something like that, and Object Universe. These are all object shows, similar to Battle for Dream Island and Inanimate Insanity, but I decided to group them in one big, tier and stuff, or entry, because they're literally all just object shows. And man, I've seen enough object shows already. Someone help me. Octodad. This is a video game, an adventure video game about this dad who is an octopus, who his children did not find out, but his wife knew all along, which, it's sweet. Love shouldn't be about looks, it should be about the personality, you dumb ass. DJ. Old Town Road by Lil Nas X and Billy Ray Cyrus. Alright, Lil Nas X is my second favorite rapper next to Eminem. In Old Town Road, the remix was fine. I kind of got tired of it, but I did like Lil Nas X's original songs like Industry Baby and Panini and Montero. And That's What I Want. Like, seriously, this guy is really good at rapping. He even made a song with Elton John? The Elton John? Mr. Fancy Glasses Piano Man? That Elton John? Anyway, the song itself is fine, I guess. One Night at Flumpty's. This is literally just FNAF, except you're one night in. Like, you literally just spend one night, but it's a crazy one night. Because not only that, you have to worry about Flumpty, you have to worry about these other guys, and there's also a second one, so what the heck. One Night with a Box. This is supposed to be a FNAF fan game that's supposed to be a joke, haha, funny, why? Oreo. Oreo is a snack with cream in the middle and cookies on top and bottom, though we all know how we used to eat them. No cookie, just the cream. That's how we eat it. This is how we eat it. Oh, no, 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 no. This is how we eat it. Outlast. Outlast is another first-person survival horror game. Yeah, we get it. Yeah, I'm tired of looking up these. Overly attracted girlfriend. Holy crap. This used to be a meme, and also internet personality, which, you know, wish I had those. Okay, I do have one. But anyway, basically the point of this meme is that, you know, this overly attractive girlfriend is attached to you and you're trying to run away from her, and she's, you know, she's always on your tail and stuff, and, you know, sometimes I just need a break sometimes. Sorry. I'm pretty sure Lonely Man would love this meme. Couldn't it be me? Overwatch. This is a video game made by Blizzard, where it's literally just a first-person shooter game, but you play as characters with unique guns and stuff and abilities, and it just turns crazy and stuff. I've heard the second game is pretty unplayable, which in that case, what? Or maybe it seems unplayable? I don't know, but I've heard the second one is just as mid or bad as the first one. Which I don't think they're bad. I think just compared to other first-person shooters, they seem too unique, basically. Which is fine. I mean, I love different characters to play as. Seems fun. Papa Louie. He is known for making, well, he's not known for making these games, but he's in these games where you just make stuff, like food, like pizza, burgers, fries, you know. The whole shebang of kitchenery and stuff. So, yeah, pretty cool. Paper Toss. It's a mobile game where you fling pieces of paper at a bucket. It's one of those times where you get a piece of paper, curl it up into a ball, decide, yeah, this is the moment where my life peaks, throw it into the bin and miss, and you're like, oh, okay. Past pets. Oh gosh. Just the thought of your pets passing away is bad enough, but yeah, losing pets is awful. Either giving them away, or you have to leave them with your family if you move out. Or, of course, seeing them dead is really tragic, and, you know, they're like your best friend. I mean, it hits harder when you have no friends and have that pet. I mean, I should know. There's a reason why I have 2 lizards, and a tortoise, and 3 snakes, and a not a sea turtle, a red-eared slider turtle. Just the thought of them somehow passing away is devastating. Except for Timmy the tortoise, he can literally live like, I think 120 years. So yeah, he's gonna be here long before long after I'm dead, for sure. Patreon. This is a website for, you know, struggling YouTubers like Blue Furry, and yeah, that's pretty much it. You just pay money and you get exclusive perks like exclusive videos or art or whatever. I don't know if I'm big enough to start a Patreon. Maybe if I get to 1K I can start a Patreon and do extra stuff for you guys. I would really love that, because it just shows that my services are needed. Payday. Payday is a video game where I think you and 4 other people just will shoot each other like it's, you know, it's like a battle simulation game. You know, that sounds really cool. And 3 is coming out next year, so that's gonna be cool. PayPal. Basically, it's just like a money sharing app where you can share money to people that you owe money to, which I don't, so thank goodness to that. First step of being rich, don't owe anyone anything. Pedo bear, not safe for work. So, it's this thing, right? This is the bear that, you know, follows you and stuff. Well, I'm immune. I'm 18. But I'm pretty sure he's still gonna be coming at me. Basically, the joke is that he likes kids in a sexual way. And he's actually a pedo, which is kind of creepy. You know, this is the real pedo. Not someone that takes, you know, messages on Discord out of context. No, this is an actual pedo. Oh man, just looking at him gives me nerves. This is scaring me. Penguin Diner. This is a video game where you just serve a penguin restaurant. Penguins of Madagascar. This is a movie made by DreamWorks about the penguins of, Madagascar, from the Madagascar series, going on their own adventure and literally saving their world from this octopus named Dave. This is a pretty funny movie, probably better than any of the Madagascar movies, to say the least. Pepe the Frog. Look at this image. Yep, this is him. He's a frog. And he's been into a lot of memes, so, I get it. This is the second frog about meme this iceberg. PewDiePie. PewDiePie is one of the best gaming YouTubers out there, and has probably one of the most biggest sub counts ever on YouTube, next to Taylor Series and Cocomelon. So yeah, this guy is definitely a huge pioneer of YouTube, just for making gaming content and stuff. So, mad respect for him. Phineas and Ferb. Definitely a classic. This show is about these two kids that are super genius adventures, and go on adventures with them. Well, oh my gosh. Their frickin' sister, Candace, tries to bust them, and their pet is a secret agent. Ah, man. What a crazy show. You cannot go wrong with this show. This show is amazing. Higgly Wiggly. It's a video game on Android. Cool. Well, there's another one that I will definitely relate from my childhood. Is the supermarket chain. And the last time I went to one was actually 3 years ago. But they're everywhere in Texas, so maybe I might go there when I eventually move to Texas. Pillars of Eternity. Or Internally, I don't know. It's another role-playing strategy game. Oh my gosh. Can we get to some games that are interesting at least? I mean, RPGs are fine, but not one that's everywhere. Pink Panther and Pals. This is a TV show about the Pink Panther and his friends going on adventures. Pink Sheep. This is a YouTuber who's known for also making Minecraft content and skits and other stuff. Pixie and Brutus. This is a webcomic about this cat and dog, and it seems like a wholesome comic. I might be mistakenly wrong, and I hopefully this aged well. If it doesn't, oh well. But webcomics are awesome. Plague Inc. This is a video game where you literally just freaking sicken the whole earth for no reason. I mean, sure, it's devastating, but it's kind of funny if you have nothing to do and you're like, this world sucks. TikTok is making things bad. Freaking teens on the internet are canceling adults just for a misunderstanding on a DM. I'm gonna make this world my bitch. So yeah, a good stress reliever video game for plaguing Earth. Planet Sheen. This is a spin-off of the Jimmy Neutron series. You know that TV show? Where it features this kid named Sheen, and he's on an island. No, he's on a planet. Well, might as well be an island, because watching this show literally feels like I'm being put on an island, and I'm getting annoyed at. Like, this show is freaking annoying. That's because Sean is probably one of the most annoying cartoon characters alive. Plants vs. Zombies as a series. So the first one was good, the second one was actually pretty good, just with microtransactions. The game is literally about shooting zombies and making sure they're off your lawn using plants and stuff. Very fun creative gameplay. There's also a Call of Duty similar spin-off to it called Garden Warfare, which I've heard is really fun. Especially since, shooting games are fun. And now they have a third game that actually looks kind of promising now. The third game at first looked but it looks pretty promising. I'm really glad that this series is hopefully not gonna die and hopefully gonna revive itself. Like, all the other big games in the series. Because, yeah, like Mario Odyssey or Mortal Kombat 9, those were great game revivals. Let's make freaking Plants vs. Zombies 3. This has to be the revival game. This will make the game series way better. But overall, I love both of the main games in the Plants vs. Zombies series. They're so fun, and I hope the developers will keep their talent sparkling new. Players Unknown Battlegrounds. This is a video game that's a 1v everyone really. It's a free-for-all video game where you just, it's literally just Fortnite. You go and grab weapons and fight to see who's the last one standing. So yeah, seems fun, I guess. PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, PlayStation Vita, PlayStation Move, and I'm gonna add one more, PlayStation Portable. These are all from the PlayStation consoles, and the one that I actually grew up the most is the PS2, which I actually bought myself for Guitar Hero. PlayStation 2 is similar to like the NES or the Nintendo 64, where it has no menu. I mean, it does, but it's literally just an option menus. It's all about playing games and actually watching movies. PS3 expands that with a menu, and PS4 mega expands that with menu and, DLC and just everything else. The PlayStation Vita and PlayStation Portable are literally just the DS's of the PlayStation age. And PlayStation Move is basically the Wii and the Kinect of the PlayStation series, so yeah, you got that. PlayStation made so much good stuff back in the day. Especially the PlayStation 2, which is probably one of the most iconic video game consoles out there, so round of applause for them. Pocket God. This is a mobile app where you get these little guys and you can torture them or help them build a community together. And, well, just like you are the Pocket God. You can control their luck or, murder them or make them have bad days, or make a blue furry, make them, look like they're out of context so they look like something that they're not. Pocoyo. Pocoyo is a TV show about this kid that literally looks like Ness from Earthbound. And it's just another baby show. It looks nice, but it's still another baby show. Popular MMOs. He's a Minecraft YouTuber, you know those kind of people. Yep. P-Hub. I'm not gonna say its full name, even though I probably did say in this video. It's a site where you can watch NSFW, not blood, not gore, but something NSFW. Let's just say you don't want your parents catching you viewing the site. Portal 1 and 2. These are basically just strategy puzzle games where you get this portal gun and you can just do puzzles and stuff. And it's also controlled by this robot named GLaDOS, which, if the main protagonist had a gun, Portal would be a lot shorter. It wouldn't even have enough story for the first game. But it's very creative, and I applaud it. Pooh. It's a video game featuring whatever the heck this thing is. I don't want to touch it, I don't want to look at it. I just want to move on and get rid of this pain. Pound Puppies. I actually did watch this show. It's literally about these dogs in a pound, and they do everyday dog stuff. Once again, simple as that. Power Pamplona. It's another endless running and jumping game. Prank calling. Now, I never pranked called someone before. Don't look at me like that, I'm telling you the truth. But I know a lot of kids that I know that also prank call, other people. Good news is, it's just other people and not 911, because that's actually a very big crime, because you're wasting resources. But, it was fun to do on random people sometimes, it's just mindless fun. But now, if people do it now, it's controversy. Guess what? Get the frick out of my channel if you think that. I mean, it wasn't a problem before. Press Start. This is actually a song made by MK something, I don't know, but here's his name. And it's a song that's actually sounds really awesome. You should probably listen to it. If it does sound familiar, it's actually the song found in the Diamond Minecart's intro. Dan TDM's intros like in 2018. Oh, the nostalgia's kicking in. Previous plants. You get a plant, it dies, you get another one. It's literally as simple as that, that's it. So yeah, I'm pretty sure if you have really any other average mom, she'll just get plants to decorate the house and stuff. And that's what this entry is referring to. Just plants that died and then you get a new one, yeah. The good news is I don't really have plants in my house. At least I don't think so. So yeah. Or unless you're talking about outside the house, which my mom does plant some plants. I mean, my brother literally planted a sunflower in our yard, so yeah. That's going to become a previous plant soon because it's slowly dying because it's going to be winter. So basically this entry is literally referring to putting plants in your house as decoration, they die, and then boom, say goodbye to the plant. Primary. Primary is a video game where you go through a tower and change colors to fix, puzzles and stuff. So, kind of like the ice climbing game we talked about, but, puzzles. Lots and lots of puzzles. Project Cars. This is a console game where you just race cars. Similar to Forza and Gran Turismo. Yeah. I actually like these kind of games. They're not too random and they're just straightforward and I love them. So yeah. Also, I love the look of the cars, alright? Don't judge me. Puppeteer. So, from my research, it's a Japanese video game that's a platformer that goes to 2D and 3D, similar to Sonic Forces. Huh. That's very interesting. Purple and Brown. This is a stop-motion short series made from Nickelodeon and Arman Studios. If you don't know them, they made kick-ass movies like Chicken Run and Flush Away. And, yeah, they're pretty good. So yeah, I can understand why the series is in here. I mean, it looks good, I guess. Purple and brown aren't the nicest colors to look at together, though. QWOB, or P, sorry. The point of this game is that you're supposed to be an Olympic runner, and you're supposed to use them to run and tap together, and I think Markiplier played this game before. So the point of the game is that you must run without falling. I mean, it seems easy, but then you get to the point and it's hard and you just want to throw your computer out the window. Rage. It's another first-person shooter. Rage Comics. Alright, everyone knows what these things are. They introduced the troll face and all these guys. Basically, the comics are supposed to not make sense because they are funny as heck and they don't need to make sense and be funny. Like the troll face. Like seriously, these things are really funny and I suggest you take them out. You take them out, I mean, you could. I mean, check them out. Rayman Legends. This is a video game from the Rayman series on the Wii U. And it looks actually pretty clean. Reaction videos. Reaction videos are literally just these videos that people react to stuff, and you could say SS Sniper Wolf is the queen of this genre, which, yeah, I mean, I kind of get angry when I find out that she's making so much money from reacting to TikToks and stuff. That stupid thumbnails. But yeah, they're common, and really they're just there for the people that have no talent. Sorry, not sorry. You can cancel me, but it's my opinion, so yeah. Real Life Lore. This is a YouTube channel that literally teaches you about stuff that school never will. Or at least, just is too lazy to tell you. It's actually good to really have these channels. Same with ASAP Science, like on the top of the list. Because, you're not gonna listen to your teachers, but you will listen to a random guy on the internet, right? I mean, it's cool that we have these channels because, you get to learn what the bottom of the ocean is. Just be careful for misinformation, alright? Rebel Inc. It's another strategy game. Red Ball. Red Ball is a video game where you play as a red ball and you must draw like ramps and stuff to make sure your red ball doesn't die from the obstacles. So it's like a thinking drawing game. Huh. Red and Blue. This is a web series based on Halo, it looks like, with 18 seasons. Huh. Probably the most, the third largest long-running web series, which is actually pretty cool, so thumbs up to these guys. Reddit. Reddit is a website where you just post on forums like Cringetopia, or I'm a piece of shit, or I'm 14 and this is deep, or Noah gets the boat, and there's a bunch of YouTubers that cover on this stuff. My favorite one is Ailerus, but my gosh, Reddit is just one of those places for incels that can't even touch a boob. I'm good at roasting. Regular show. Oh man, I love this show so much. This kick-ass show from the almost 2000s, is about this blue redbird. What's wrong with me? This blue jay named Mordecai, who's all laid back, but will murder you if you be in his way of his love life. And this brown raccoon, which he's chilled, laid back, but lazy, and probably has one of the best character arcs in the show. They usually go on adventures, and the last thing you'll say before the episode ends is, "What the frick?" Because, regular show is everything but regular. And I love it just for that reason. It's good for kids, and it's definitely relatable for teenagers and adults. I still watch this show to this day. Riddle School. This is a video game series where you solve puzzles and mysteries in the school, which is, the name Riddle School. Rio. This is a movie based on Brazil, actually. And I gotta say, Brazil looks beautiful in this movie. Though I've actually looked at what Brazil looks like, and you guys okay? I mean, I have some online enemies from Brazil, but are you guys okay? I mean, if you need help, I'm here. Weird. Anyway, the point of this movie is that these blue, Sphinx blue macaws are endangered, and they're trying to get together. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But I want to say that Rio makes Brazil look nice, but I've seen Brazil before, and it's not looking too good. Good thing I was born in Texas and raised in Michigan, and now going back to Texas. I feel like there's privacy here. Rip-offs. Oh my gosh. On the internet, there's so many rip-offs of things. Minecraft rip-offs, Among Us rip-offs, YouTuber that rip off other stuff. Why can't anyone be creative? Now, my content is pretty much excusable because after this series, I'm making other shows and stuff, and I'm actually experimental with my content. I'll show you later. And B, just why is everyone ripping off people? Is it just for the clout? Like, seriously. Why? Just why? Like, I'm making a mini-series on YouTube Shorts on TikTok, so that's unique. But I'm pretty sure people are going to rip off that too. The world we live in, where being a ripoff makes you a millionaire. Remember the times where you had to be original to, be out there? Good times. Good times. Roblox. If I see another baller meme, I'm going to shit my pants. Alright. So Roblox is like more of an obstacle game, but you can also build your own levels, similar to, I guess, Minecraft. Roblox is more like a multiplayer game where you can play mini games, survive obstacle courses, play similar horror games and stuff like that. I actually did play it before and it was fun, but I don't know why I stopped. Rocket League. Rocket League is a video game where you play as cars and you actually play soccer as them, which is actually a creative idea. I played it back in the Xbox One in church one time. Yes, we had Rocket League at church. And it was hard getting used to it, but I actually found out how to play it for once, and it was really fun once you get to know it. Especially doing some pretty sick tricks, especially on the air. Man, you look badass while doing that. Rolling in the Deep by Odell. Oh man, I was obsessed with this song when I was younger. We could have had it done. Rolling in the deep. Oh man, when I actually heard this song, I thought Odell was black. But then I figured out she was white. And I was like, oh, what the heck? Like, I literally legit thought she sounded black, right? Now I'm gonna get cancelled for like digital blackface or something. Man, I can't wait to see that. But you know what? For the people that want to cancel me for stupid things, I'm just gonna point the middle finger and point it to the door, because that's where you belong. Rooster Teeth. This is a animated company, actually in Texas. Houston, Texas? Wow. Anyway, they're known for making animations, which is cool, especially since they're a Texan animation studio. That's pretty cool. Oh, I mean Austin, Texas. They're in Austin, Texas. What's wrong with me? Run. This is a video game where you play as this little space alien and you run through obstacles and stuff, which is actually pretty cool if you ask me. I used to play this game to death on cool math games. And I mean, to be honest, who didn't? Especially with Run 2, where you can actually play as a harder version of it with roller skates, and yeah. This was the true gamer game. RWBY. This is an anime, right? Anime is cool, okay? But it seems pretty cool. Kinda reminds me of one of those mobile app games. You know what I mean. Azure Lane and stuff. Yeah, that. Scary Scavenger Hunt. Now from research, the only thing I could find is Garfield's Scary Scavenger Hunt, but you find treats for Halloween and stuff. So cool. Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. Now I actually did watch this in my old grandma's house when I used to live there. And I gotta say, I kind of find it interesting. Especially the intro. I really like the intro. It's another entry in the Scooby-Doo series. Scumbag Steve. This is a meme format with this guy, and this meme was pretty familiar. It just took me a while to figure out what it was until I saw this picture. I'm like, oh, alright. Get it. The Secret Life of Pets. This is an Illumination film. Basically, it's supposed to be like a ripoff of Toy Story, and it's about what pets do while the humans are away. And it's supposed to be another animal movie. Yeah. Secret Mountain Fort Awesome. Just look at this. Look at this TV show and say that it's appealing to watch. Just do it. Yeah, I know. Kills you, huh? 7 something. This is a Thai romance movie and it's labeled not safe for work, so I don't want to get into it before I'm already traumatized in the morning. Yes, I'm recording this in the morning. Shape of You by Ed Sheeran. Alright, everyone knows the song. I don't need to explain it. But I'm in love with the shape of you. And something about bed sheets too. I don't want to sing this song, but everyone wants to for some reason, I don't know. But it was a pretty popular song back in the day, especially when I was in middle school at this time, so yeah. Shipbreaker. This is a 2010s a young adult novel about a post-apocalyptic world. Yeah. Simon's Cat. This is a well drawn animated series about this cat that'll do anything for his next meal. That's kinda sad. Sit and Survive. This is a game made by Scott Cawthon of all people, huh? And you know, it does look like a Scott Cawthon game. It's really unavailable to play from mobile versions unless you have an APEC file for Android and have the game before it's delisted, but the PC is still there, so yeah. The PC port is still there. Sketch Quest. Alright, this one's pretty unique. You can customize your character and weapons by drawing them, I think. And it's a platformer game, which I think you can also draw platforms and stuff, which is pretty cool. Though I'm feeling it's going to make the game either an easy mode or a drawing sketch for this Roll 34 artist. Skylanders. This is a video game where you get a toy from the Skylander series, and it has a chip on the bottom of it. You scan it in, and it turns into your game. Like literally, you can play as the character in the game. This was revolutionary at the time, and I know a lot of people that are trying to cash in with it, such as Disney and Lego, but this was the original, and it was fun. It was super fun. It's called Toys to Life, and my gosh, people loved this game. And then it got oversaturated like Guitar Hero and it died. Slender. Now, I think it's supposed to refer as Slender Man, who is a creepy and most popular creepypasta out there. I mean, he's not creepy anymore, but back in the day, it didn't take much to scare anyone back in the internet. And he is still one of the best creepypastas out there, so good that literally there was a movie made about him in Hollywood. He was that popular. Sure, the movie was bad, but, you know, what creepypastas say they got a movie made about them. It is amazing. He's actually just like a white man with no face, dressed in a suit and tie. You know, ready to be snazzy so he can kill ya. I don't know why he wears this, but you know, it's cool. The first sighting was on a picture, and yeah, pretty cool dude, I guess. Slendy Tubbies. This is another creepypasta, but it's inspired by the Teletubbies. They have their own game and yada yada yada. Another creepypasta similar to Slenderman. Slime. Alright, so there's these popular YouTube videos on how to make slime, and just slime in general on the internet's pretty common. So yeah, everyone knows what slime is. Slither.io or Slitherio. Same with Agario. This game is literally a survival one where you try to get bigger as a worm this time. And in order to lose, someone has to let you touch their sides. If you touch their sides, you're dead. But if someone else touches your sides, then yeah, you're dead. No, not in a sexual way for those dumbasses that think, you know, ride means sex when you're 18 apparently, and nothing else. I mean, literally, ride means you get on something and it takes you somewhere, you dumbass. Anyway, so basically you just play as a worm, you grow bigger, and sometimes if you're big enough you can trap people literally in like a circle, and you can literally just kill them one by one. Unless they figure out that your head is right there and just straight up kills you. But you know, strategy, am I right? Smash Brothers. No, not in a sexual way for those dumbasses out there. Super Smash Bros. Is a video game where you play as various video game characters now, and go head to head and literally just kill each other off the stage. The point of the game is knocking people off the stage, which is pretty fun. Back in the old days we had Mario, Donkey Kong, Pikachu, you know, a bunch of Nintendo characters. But now we got characters like Sora, Sephiroth, Steve from frickin' Minecraft, Min from ARMS, Terry from Fatal Fury, Simon and Richter Belmont from Castlevania, Inklings from Splatoon, Cloud from Final Fantasy, Bayonetta from, well, Bayonetta, and just the list goes on. Pac-Man, Mega Man, Sonic, we know these guys, and Mario, of course, being the golden child here. It's crazy to think how far the series has came, and, well, I can't really blame them. These games were really fun fighter games, and I still play these games till this day. SMG4. SMG4 is a content creator known for making Oh, I kind of talked about this guy. Huh. Making Gary mod videos, you know those, right? But he puts a twist on them. He builds a story around these videos, and now, well, he's now making his own shows, which I'm super proud of him. Like his own budgeted shows. It's crazy, and it was fun to think that someone that I used to watch when I was in middle school is now making big shows, and hopefully I can be like that one day. Even with the dumb furries trying to cancel me and the other people. It'll be a dream come true. SML and other accompanying channels. SML stand for Super Mario Logan. Basically he makes plush videos. Well, now he makes puppet videos, but he used to make plush videos, and that's what he used to be known for. Apparently there was a bunch of drama of him, you know, not listening to fans and stuff, and his girlfriend and stuff, but, you know, if it isn't
If no one is really hurt, then why bother at this point? I mean, he's just trying to make content. I mean, you can give him critiques and stuff, but do you really have to make a drama video of him because he, didn't listen to a person that probably wasn't, recommended to them? Just saying. Anyway, so he's also known for making this character named Jeffy, who is pretty annoying, I will say, but not overly the top, I think, at least in my opinion. And he just makes puppet videos, so that's cool. Puppets are cool. Smosh used to do skits on YouTube, but now he's I don't know at this point. But back in the day, he was the king of YouTube, next to PewDiePie and Tobuscus and a bunch of other people. This guy was non-stop with the skits and just funny jokes, and I really enjoy his content back in the day, especially his raps and his Pokemon in real life videos. Now those were gold. Snail Bob. Snail Bob is a video game where you go through obstacles while trying to be a snail living in life. So yeah, I actually did play this game a lot and being it, and yeah, it's a pretty fun obstacle game. It's good, test of your mind and skill, and yeah, pretty good. Snapchat. This is another social media where I think mostly you do is take pictures or create shorts of like little videos and stuff, which it's pretty cool. I think influencers also pioneered here, so I guess that's pretty cool. I haven't used Snapchat before, so yeah. I've heard it's just more like for like videos and pictures and stuff, and it's just in our social media, right? Social media has been around for a long time at this point. Basically, it's just websites that allow you to chat with other people, video call, post stuff, post videos, pictures, GIFs, and basically everything else. It used to be unknown, but now it's very mainstream, and now celebrities use it, so yeah. And influencers also use it, which, sometimes can be a blessing and a curse. But it's a good tool to chat with, people that you might not know and, make online friends. Cool. And also, don't worry about cancel culture. They just want attention because their father left them to get them milk when they were 4 years old. I love cancel culture. I love making fun of them too, because really, what are they gonna do? I'm being real here. Somebody That I Used to Know. This is actually a pretty good song. And has also been used on a lot of lore memes too. But overall, I love this song, and I listen to this song a lot, so I'm not surprised why this is in the list, especially since there's less music entries here. Someone touching my spaghetti. This is a meme where literally someone just yells, "Hey, someone touch my spaghetti." And someone touches spaghetti. It's funny, alright? Sonic Dash. Sonic Dash is a mobile game where you play as Sonic, and it's literally just an endless runner. You kill enemies and you go through loops and go through obstacles. So yeah, mobile game. Sonic Generations. This is a pretty cool video game from the Sonic series. It's 3D and you get to play as the younger versions of Sonic and Tails, or classic versions. And it's pretty cool because, I think it's supposed to be the 20th anniversary of Sonic. So yeah, I'm glad this game exists. I think it's probably one of the best Sonic games out there. Sonic mobile ports. So yeah, Christian Whitehead, I think that's his name, made the ports of 1, 2, and CD on mobile apps, and they actually play pretty good on here, so a round of applause to you, my friend. South Park, Not Safe for Work. South Park is a TV show that literally takes humor to the extreme. Like, if this was on YouTube, it would try to be cancelled, but like I said, cancel culture is just, attention-seeking losers. And I gotta say, I actually watched the movie, and it was one of the most funniest crap I ever seen. So, there's a good reason why it's on this iceberg. It's good, it's funny, it's creative, and it likes to make fun of people. For the laughs. And cancel culture, because, once again, they're Heartless Losers. Sparta remixes. So, there's this movie called 300, I think that's the movie, and this guy yells, "This is Sparta," and it was so iconic that people remixed it. It was very funny. Splatoon. Splatoon is a video game series where you can play as a squid kid, and you can turn into squid and go through ink, and the point of the game is to ink everywhere. Like ink the walls and stuff, even if it doesn't count as points, and you can also kill people while doing this. It's like a Nintendo kid version of Call of Duty in a way, except the point is not to just kill, but also to ink opponents. And there are so many good weapons to ink people with. Do I really have to say it? You know what, for now on I'm just not going to give context or anything because people should be smart enough to take context in, alright? But it's my last time I'm going to say in context. When I mean ink people, I mean shoot people with guns. You know, the ink guns, because people are so stupid. You know what? I'm not going to add context. I'm just going to make fun of them now. SpongeBob SquarePants. This is a show about a sponge that lives in a pineapple under the sea. And really, there's no plot. It's just him living life, and, you know, I like shows like this. It's still super iconic to this day, and everyone who doesn't even watch SpongeBob knows that this show is pretty iconic. Though, I'm going to say that my dad is kind of wrong. It did not rot my brain because I'm going to college, and he said if I watch it I'd become stupid, but I'm going to college, so I know impossible, right? Spotify. This is a music application where you could just listen to music from your favorite artists. Snappy Longleg. Alright, so there's supposed to be like some sort of controversy with his friend who, from what I've heard, busted a load in his auntie's underwear. What? Now that's real drama right there. Not, you know, looking at a text conversation out of context and be like, ooh, he in trouble. But no. Anyway, back to the real stuff. Snappy Longleg is a Minecraft YouTuber who has this cat skin right here. And he has this world called the Lovely World, which he puts his subscribers' names on it, and you know, that's so sweet. I really like watching his content and stuff, so I understand where people are coming from. Stanley Parable. This is a video game where you have a choice, you choose it, then the story progresses. It's a choice-based game, and I think it's supposed to be episodic, which, you know, that's cool. It's a action-adventure game. State of Decay. This is a zombie horror game where you have to survive, and yeah, Zombieland got that one right. Steven Universe and Stronger Than You. I put these together because they're both literally in the same thing. Steven Universe is a TV show about this kid named Steven trying to figure out how the heck the gem on his belly button works, while going on crazy adventures with these guys named Gems. You know, like diamond, amethyst, garnet, you know, the whole shebang. Peridot, diamond, you know, it's, you know, pearl, and just, yeah. They're all named after gems. I really like how they represent the LGBTQ community, because, you know, we need those in our TV shows these days. But that wasn't a problem 10 years ago, apparently, because the LGBTQ came out in 1969. Huh. Now that works. Unless it did in 2010. Am I overthinking things? Has the world been... I don't know. I don't want to get into another psychological freakout right now. But I actually watched the show and the movie, and it's really good. Stronger Than You is actually a song Garnet sang while fighting her. I don't know her name. And basically, yeah, they just fight while she's singing Stronger Than You. It was so popular that now parodies, especially the Sans parody, are popular on the internet, so I definitely get that, and the song is catchy as hell, so I'm gonna give it credit for that one. Subway Surfers. This is a mobile game where you play as this teenager and run from the cops. So yeah, another iconic endless runner, but you know, still an endless runner. Sunset Park. This is a novel based on an economic crisis, which is pretty sad, especially since we're kind of having one right now. So yeah, I definitely get this one. Super Mario 3D World. This is a video game in the Super Mario series where you're actually in a 3D world on the Wii U and you play as cats, and it's amazing. Super Meat Boy. This is a video game about this meat boy that goes through levels and tries not to die from saws. It's a pretty hard game from what I've seen, so I definitely see why it's popular. Super Hot pre-popularity. So Super Hot is a video game where I think you just try not to die from these heat guys right here. And that's pretty much all I got. I think it's also on VR, which is pretty cool. Hopefully it's on MetaQuest. Sergeant Simulator 2013. It's literally a video game where you just play as a sergeant and go through people's hearts and stuff, and just try to save their life. Swoozy, or Swoot? Yeah, Swoozy. He is an animator, voice actor, and basically everything in between. He's an internet personality, and he looks pretty cool. I think he's also a rapper too, which, you know, is awesome. I like that. I like rappers. Talking Angela controversy. Can't go one video without controversy, huh? Anyway, it's literally about an app called Talking Angela from the Talking Tom series, where you can chat with her, similar to Cleverbot, but we ain't stressing about that one apparently. About how Angela looks like there's eyes on her black pupils in the screen. Though, I'm gonna tell you something. Hey dumbasses, those are actually a reflection of your eyes, dumbasses. Don't know why I said dumbass twice, but I need a point, alright? Because black reflects, you know, reflection and stuff. And those things on her eyes are actually your eyes reflecting off the screen. So I don't know why this is controversial at this point, because it's kind of stupid, to be honest. Now, if something actually did happen, that's when you bring up the controversy. Jeez. But if you see hints and you're certain, then you bring up the controversy. So, yeah, people are just stupid. Talking Tom and Friends. There's a game about it and there's a show about it. I'm not going to discuss about them because they're literally just baby stuff and I don't want to get into it. Let's just say that the show is more of like a web series and the game, it exists alright. Talking Tom Shorts. They are just short videos from YouTube. That's why it's a web series and stuff. And Tank.io. Tank.io is another EO games where you survive, but this time you play as Tank and try to blow each other up. You know, not the sexual way, you dumbasses. Basically, you just try to explode each other using tanks and stuff, and yeah, it was actually pretty fun back in the day, and I liked it. Tap Tap Dash. This is a obstacle-driven mobile game, and yeah, that's pretty much it. You just play as a bird mostly, but you can play as, I think you can play as other things. So yeah, I didn't really get into this. Tara Duncan. This is supposed to be like an anime where these witches and her friends go on adventures and defeat bad guys and stuff. So yeah, typical anime stuff. Tattletale. This is a video game where you get this little Furby for Christmas and survive 5 days, or I mean nights. Don't want to sound like Five Nights at Freddy's here. Avoiding Mother Tattletale because, you know, she wants her kids for some reason. And there's like a ritual and stuff. It's just, ugh. Very creepy, for sure. Furbies are creepy in general. Tyler Nicole Dean. She is an internet personality, and I think she also has kept pets like snakes and stuff, which is pretty cool because I myself has 3 snakes. And 2 lizards. And a tortoise. And a red-eared slider. Holy crap. Tasmania. This is a show based on Looney Tunes, except it's all about the Tasmanian Devil. I haven't seen it before, but let's just say it's probably going to be him going crazy and stuff. Team Fortress 2. Team Fortress 2 is a video game series. I don't know what the original happened, but you know, whatever. that people are arguing that this shouldn't be on the iceberg because it's not 2010 nostalgia, but it did get popular around this time, so I'm going to count it for for the people here. It's literally a first-person shooter game, but it's probably one of the most unique ones because it's similar to Overwatch and it's just funny in general. The animation kind of reminds me of Pixar in a way, and I just love just how the gameplay feels and stuff. Like, there's a reason why Team Fortress 2 is still recognized to this day. Teen Titans Go and Teen Titans No. Teen Titans Go is a reboot of the original Teen Titans, and, well, everyone hates it not because of just the art style, but just because it barely has any action. It lacks, everything that made the shows good. The creators were aware of this, but the thing about this is that they did it to cater for the kids. We were kids when the original came out, and we thought it was awesome. Now we just have this. And Teen Titans Now is a hate community, literally just about hating the Teen Titans. There was even a video made about it. And you know what? Sure, but did you really have to spark drama over this? Just saying. It's not really gonna kill us, I think. Okay, maybe one episode would kill me, but stop, alright? Temple Run. This is a mobile video game where you run as this guy and just escape a bunch of monkeys. And yeah, fun game. Tearaway. Now, I think it's a misspelling on the iceberg, but it's an action platformer game similar to Little Big Planet. Huh. The Garfield Show. This is actually a reboot of the Garfield comics back in like the 1900s century, and it's actually still kind of funny to this day. I'm going to be very honest with you guys. The Graveyard Book. This is a young adult novel about the supernatural, so it's probably a good book. I should probably read it. The House series. This is like a flash horror video game online that came out in like 2005, I think. So yeah, a pretty old game. The Impossible Quiz. This is a quiz where you just go online and just take this weird quiz, and it's supposed to be impossible, or at least try to trick you into being impossible, which, some quizzes do that. The Internet and You. This is a video made by Scott Wozniak on Scott the Woz about really just, it's supposed to like parody 90s and 80s old VHS tapes on guides on how the internet works, and this was very cool, especially since this is his first video. The Problem Solvers. It's a show about these three guys and they solve problems, but the art style is just not pleasant to see. The Simpsons. The Simpsons is a TV show about these yellow guys. Yeah, this yellow family, and they do stuff similar to Family Guy in a way. The Living Tombstone. This is a music artist on YouTube that's really big into electrical rock remixes of songs or just electrical rock music in general. They made an album 2 years ago called 01. It's probably one of the best albums I've listened to ever since ever, really. And mad respect for these guys. These guys are amazing. Especially Yav Landu, who is the boss of all this. Keep up the good work, and I love your music, guys. The Odd Ones Out. He's a storytime animator YouTuber who also got his own show on Netflix, which is pretty awesome. His name is James, and, mad respect for him. This guy's amazing. There is no pause button. This is a video game where, there's no pause button, but I'd say you have to play it yourself for this one. It's a bit, it's a game. It's a bit of a game. This is Madness / This is Sparta. Like I said ago, with the Sparta remixes, this is literally just an iconic scene. Except there's also another one where he says, "This is madness!" Thomas the Tank Engine. This is a TV show about this train that goes and does train stuff. Thrift Store. Thrift Store is a song that's about, I'm about to rob the bank, I only got $20 in my pocket, and, this song was really good back in the day, and, it's very iconic, so there's no reason why it shouldn't be in here. Through the Woods. Through the Woods is a video game, horror game, that's third person and stuff. Cool. TikTok by Kesha. This song was so good back in the day, and I'm surprised people haven't really listened to it a lot lately because it's super good. It's a good party song. It's made by Keisha. It's really good. Tiny Toons. This is another TV show based on Looney Tunes except they're babies. Who could have known? Tom and Jerry Show and Tom and Jerry Tales. These are just shows from the Tom and Jerry series, and literally the plot is the cat is trying to kill the mouse. The cat is Tom, the mouse is Jerry, and you realize you start to grow up when you realize that Tom is not the villain of this story. But never judge a book by its cover, just like never judge a DM by something out of context. Just saying. Total drama. Something the internet can't avoid because, they're fatherless and they don't have lives. The point of this animated series is that these teenagers go on challenges set up by this guy named Chris, and whoever wins in the end gets money and stuff. But you can't be eliminated. If you are, you're out of the camp, and yeah. The final challenges are really cool, and the characters are actually full of personality, unlike the internet. And it's just, oh man, it's such a good show. It's on Netflix, watch it. Total Fruit Island. This is a parody of Total Drama Island, just like last entry, except it's also with objects, and the plot is the same. Touhou. Touhou is a project mostly made for these animated games based on anime and stuff. Pretty cool, but they're actually not really my cup of tea. Trollface Comics and Trollface Quest. Alright, the Trollface is very iconic, so there's a reason why there's comics made about him and memes. And Trollface Quest is like a video game series based on, this iconic Trollface. And I'm really glad that this guy exists because this guy is funny as heck, and the games I think are pretty funny. Haven't played them, but I've heard they're really funny. Because it's the Trollface. The Trollface is funny. Troper Tales. These are like archived versions of TV tropes. Okay. Tumblr. Tumblr is a website where it's like Reddit, Discord, Instagram, Facebook, yeah. But I think it's more into the lines of 4chan, which, I don't want to talk about it. It's just a website full of, people. Specific type of people. TV tropes. This is like a pop culture wiki. So, to browse all the tropes and TVs and stuff. Yeah, it's as simple as it sounds. Twisted transitions being translate fails. In case you mistake a DM for it being sexual when it's clearly not. Anyway, so yeah. People make mistakes when translating stuff. For example, a word here that's not offensive here would probably be offensive to somewhere else. Or something there would sound like offensive to us. Like there's this Korean song where someone sings and it sounds like it's the N-word, but to them it's not, actually the N-word, it's just how they say it. It seems offensive to us, but it's not. Because, global misunderstandings, sometimes it can get you in trouble. Like that Korean pop group that said the N-word when it's not actually the N-word there, means something different. Or how ride here means I'm riding on a roller coaster, but to dumb people, it means I'm, you know what I mean. Effing them. But we're not. That's why we have Google Translate and stuff, and what meanings mean in, context and stuff. But you know what I mean, right? Right? Twisted Turns. This is another object show, and it also has a reboot, which is pretty cool. So yeah, another object show. Twitter. The birthplace of dumbasses and canceling people. This is another social media where you can just post something and that's pretty much it. A lot of celebrities use this site actually, so that's pretty cool. You can follow people, message them, do all this stuff. Yeah, this is probably the most used social media out there, next to YouTube and Discord, which is pretty cool. Just try not to get canceled, but you know, if you don't care about being canceled, then you really can't be canceled because, you know, people are stupid. Like, you can literally get canceled for posting art of a movie that you like, for being whitewashing. Like, what the heck? You guys are stupid. Ultimate Idiot Test, similar to the Impossible Quiz. Undertale. Undertale is an RPG game where you can choose to kill everyone or spare everyone, and the endings are different and the characters are iconic, and Toby Fox makes good games, and yeah. You wanna know how old I feel? This game's going to turn 10 years old in 2025, and we are almost done with 2022. Crazy. Unicorn food. Look at this. Yep. University. Okay, people are like not calling it college when it clearly is, but university is like Michigan State University, Virginia University, Texas State University. Universities are like certain schools you go to for certain things, like medical, or animation, or writing and stuff, which is pretty cool. The most known one and the most hardest one to get into, university-wise, in America is Harvard, because that's where the best teaching is. But, you know, Harvard is cool, but for me, I like taking it slow. Unravel. Unravel is like a video game, and yeah, that's all I got. I think it's supposed to be made out of yarn, which looks pretty cool, but I don't really care for it. I think it's supposed to be like an adventure game. Unregistered Hypercam. This is what people used to screen record videos back in the early days of YouTube. And it became a meme and stuff, and just, Also has this song here, and yeah. It was a really old computer. Uptown Funk by Bruno Mars and Rick or Mike or whatever his name is. This was a very headbanger of a song back in middle school. It was so good and just, ooh, hallelujah. It was such a good song. I recommend you listen to it because it's really good. It's called Uptown Funk, and it will Uptown Funk you up. Yeah. Vampire Skills. This is supposed to be a video game where you learn skills and stuff. I'm gonna call that skill-ish. Vanquish. This is a video game about how a person has to put their drug past behind them and just move on with their life. You know, vanquishing the past. I kind of find this very unique, and I should probably play it sometime. Man, I got a lot of things on my game list and movie list. And TV show list. Victorious. This show is similar to iCarly, and I've watched it before, and yeah, it was fine. Another high school movie, basically. I mean, show. It's a TV show, not movie. I think it had a movie, though. Villainous original 2012 shorts. So, yeah, those shorts are right, and it has this guy with it looks like a top hat, and it's basically just like a YouTube video of some sort. It looks pretty cool, but I'm not sure of it, though. Though this guy looks like the same guy from Hell of a Boss. No, not Hell of a Boss. Has Been Hotel Pilot. They look very similar in a way. Vine. This was like the older version of TikTok in a way. You had like 7 seconds of actual content to go through, and a lot of the Vines were actually pretty funny. I mean, some TikToks were, but Vine was the original TikTok, and it's so good. Like, a lot of these jokes actually hit instead of them becoming dances and stuff. VR becoming popular. So the VR is amazing. I've actually only borrowed my cousin's MetaQuest, and yeah, It's cool, but I'm actually asking for one for Christmas, and I can see why people like it. I actually want to buy it for VR chat so I can talk with my friends and, because staying at home, being 18, unemployed, in college, is boring. It's just, I need to talk to some people, like actually talk to instead of chatting, just like through text. Hopefully VR chat is not, toxic. I'm probably going to be proven wrong. But yeah, VR is the next way of communication. Now, I don't want to join the metaverse just for VR chat, maybe for like an hour or so, because my head is pretty weak. Walkthroughs. So, if you're having trouble stuck with a game back in the day, you had to go to the instruction manuals and see what you have to do, because they publish magazines on everything there. But thanks to the internet, there's a bunch of people that make walkthroughs on stuff like that. So when you're stuck on a game, you can see what you have to do, and then boom. I know it's cheating, but it's a saving grace for me, because sometimes I suck at a few video games. Warrior Cats. This is a book novel on these cats that, they go into war and stuff, and I haven't read the book. It just seems fine. Plus, I love cats and I love battles, so put them together, I'm gonna have a great time. Watch Dogs. It's a video game. I think it's supposed to be like a mafia game in a way. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I've heard Watch Dogs is pretty popular. We are number one memes. Alright guys, for now on I'm actually going to talk about the stuff that I truly know before, and then research the stuff that I don't know before. So yeah. Except for one last entry that I need to tell you guys. We Are Number One memes is literally about the song called We Are Number One from Lazy Town, and people just remix it or make memes out of it, and it was very funny. Wheelie. Wheelie is a video game where you play as this car and go through obstacles, similar to really any mobile game that I've talked about, or any game from Cool Math Games. I had a blast playing this when I was little, so I understand. Where's My Water? This is a video game made by Disney of all people, about a crocodile that needs a shower, but you have to go through pipes and clean up the dirt and lead the water to the crocodile so you can, shower and stuff. It was actually a fun game despite it was made by Disney. What? Who's Your Daddy? This is a video game where you take care of a baby, and if I play this game I would probably suck at it, because I suck at raising people. I suck at taking care of people, I swear. Animals are fine, but people? I cannot deal with that. We become what we behold. This is a 5-minute video game on how social media magnifies stuff and... This is a weird 5-minute game. It's just a deep commentary about social media and stuff. West of Loathing. This is a comedy stick figure video game, and it actually does look pretty funny. It looks more like a Newgrounds sketch of anything. But I like role-playing games, especially if it looks like this. This looks pretty cool. Wii and Wii U. So the Wii is a revolutionary game console for sure. Nintendo made this, and you get this controller that looks like a remote on a TV, and you just play games with it, which is pretty cool. The Wii U kind of expanded on this with a giant touchscreen, and if the TV's off you can still play your games and stuff. Both of these are really good consoles, except the Wii U was kind of bad because, judging from Nintendo's track record, it was pretty, It was still a good console regardless. It just fell back a bit. But everyone does know the Wii and how it came with Wii Sports and a bunch of other multiplayer games that got even non-gamers into video games, which is pretty cool. It wasn't fair for the competitive, the hardcore gamers, but it got everyone around to play Wii Sports and stuff, which, it's awesome. The Wii is a blessing. Wild Kratts. This is a TV show based on learning about animals and stuff. I watched this when I was little, and it was fun. The Kratt brothers were amazing. Windows Phone. Windows made a phone? Windows made a phone? Oh, well here's a picture of it, and yeah, Windows made a phone.
Wings of Fire. This is a fantasy novel.
I mean, it was popular, but I didn't read them. Huh.
Wolfie Chew.
Wolfie Chew is a storytime animator that's also a furry, I think?
Though
I think she lives in Australia, I'm not sure. But she makes some pretty good videos, so I recommend you check her out. She is really good at animating.
World of Warcraft. Another game similar to League of Legends where you just strategize, defeat other people, the end. World's Hardest Game. You play as a red square looking thing, and you just try to avoid blue balls trying to get at you. And yeah, this game is pretty hard unless you're playing on mobile, which you can just, get away from them, but on computer it is really hard. Xbox 360 and Xbox One. Now, despite playing the 360 probably the least, I'm nostalgic for the intro. It looks so clean, 2000s like, and I like it. The Xbox 360 is owned by Microsoft, and they actually had some pretty good games. Same with the Xbox One, especially since, well, Call of Duty. I love Call of Duty, and I actually have an Xbox One, so yeah. I mostly play games like The Division or Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 remake on it. So yeah, I really like the Xbox series games. Xenoblade Chronicles. This is an action RPG made by Nintendo that came to America a few years after its release. And it looks fun, but I haven't gotten around to playing it or buying it yet. But I've heard that people love this series, because all three of the games, even if the first one's a remake, is already on the Switch, which, goes to show how much people love these games. YouTube. YouTube is a social media website where you post videos and will try to become famous. Unless people want to cancel you for stupid stuff like, reading a DM out of context. But it's actually just a show place, I guess you can say, that you can create anything you want, unless it's, violating the guidelines. But back in the day, people were just having fun making videos left and right, and I could definitely see why. YTPs. It means YT poops, and basically you just take a video and heavily edited it, and it's still funny to this day. I like these funny edits. Oh my gosh, the memes never get old, especially the ones from 2014. Oh, they get funny every time. Zanpoo Virtual Cities. It's like a social game where you can make cities and stuff. And it's also multiplayer focused, and you can just make cities like it's Minecraft. Zootopia. Zootopia is a movie made by Disney that's, yes, it's the furry movie with the phones and stuff. But I actually did enjoy this. It stars this bunny named Judy Hopps trying to be a police officer, and this asshole of a fox named, what's his name? I forgot his name. I think it's Zach Wilde. They go on, solve a case. It's the end of the day. This movie's great. Light game versions. So, back in the day in the App Store or Play Store, some games would cost money, but there's also light versions of video games on mobile where you can just, play them for free. It's like a demo in a way. And yeah, it was really good for those kids that didn't want their parents to, buy a mobile game for like $2. So yeah, this was a blessing. 1000 degree knife videos. So basically, you get a thing, you get a knife with a blade that's over 1000 degrees, and you cut something, and it's supposed to sound relaxing and all nice, and yeah. I haven't really watched these videos before, but I've heard they're supposed to be like relaxing or something, but I don't want to cut something with a hot knife. 3 a.m. videos. Oh my gosh. These are the same with the GhostCon camera videos. These are just fake videos where on 3 a.m. something happens, but just edited in a skit, and it's just, it's fake. But it did scare me back in the day, I'll give you that. But other than that, it's just stupid way to get fame on YouTube, and
stupid. Ugh. Two Stupid Dogs. This is a animated series about these dogs that get into trouble because they're stupid and they want trouble. Huh, sounds a little bit like the kids on the internet that have no life. 2000s nostalgia videos. So, 2000s for me was very nostalgic, but seeing them like this, yeah. I guess it can make you say, I was born in the wrong generation, which really I wasn't, because, man, I wouldn't even survive 5 seconds without my phone. Okay, obviously kidding, but I don't want to go back when, racism was a thing. I mean, I'm Hispanic, so I'm kind of screwed. But seeing these, yeah, I was born in the 2000s, and yeah, it kind of reminded me of if I was a little kid again, since I was born in 2004. It looks so nice. 2010s news. Yeah, the 2010s wasn't a pretty decade. Well, I mean, 2020 kind of beat that, but this, it had some tragedies. But I'm not going into it because things get too morbid here. 25 ways to kill Yoshi. This is a video where this guy literally just kills a Yoshi plush 25 times. I actually found the video to be funny, but I've heard people kind of found it scary, which is weird. 12 a.m. videos. The same as 3 a.m. videos. Heavily edited, heavily faked, and I don't want to get into it. It's literally the same as 3 a.m., just, 12 a.m. See, it's different because it's a different time. 3DS. This is similar to the Nintendo Dual Screen, where instead of it being like, a DS with just 2 screens, you can put on like 3D without glasses, and the games actually look pretty cool in 3D, but none of us probably use the feature. We just bought the 3DS because of the new games and stuff and the Mii Maker. 400 Years. This is another puzzle and skill game that the internet made popular. 8-Bit Ryan. He's a gaming YouTuber known for playing a variety of video games on YouTube. And yep, that's it. 9gag. 9gag is a social media website where you can post memes and stuff, and it's also based on Hong Kong? What? Alright, whatever. The memes though. The memes are funny. 4chan. This is a forum mainly for lonely guys that haven't touched a boob before. It's super disgusting where this place is from. And definitely for the people that actually are pedos and stuff, or people that mistake DMs for being something dirty-minded because they are dirty-minded themselves and stuff. So really it's just a spot for dirty-minded people that mistake DMs for something else, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's kind of gross. 7-Up. It's a soda, similar to, Fanta and stuff. 7-Up is pretty good, especially I think there was a cherry one. Yeah. 9 plus 10 equals 21. This is a popular Vine where this guy's like, what's 9 plus 10? And this kid's like, 21? He's like, you're stupid. You're right. 9 plus 10 isn't 21. It's 19, dumbasses. And for the final entry of this iceberg, 2012 being the end of the world. So it's like the YT glitch. Not the YT glitch. The Y2K glitch. It was going to be the end of the world there, but nothing happened. This was the Y2K glitch of our generation. We thought the world was going to end because of the Mayan calendar striking its last year. But when it happened, nothing happened. But the thing that scares me is the end of the world. You don't know what's going to happen in the future. By myself, I don't know what my future is going to be like, but it's really scary thinking about the end of the world. I know people are like, oh, you don't have to worry about it and stuff, but, it's a real concern for not just me, but for a lot of people. And, the good news is it didn't happen, but what if we were wrong? Alright guys, that's it for this iceberg. Sorry for being a bit
dark there. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching. This was a long video for me to make. And sorry if this episode took so long. I mean, it's 3 hours, so yeah. Bye guys. See you in the next episode. It won't be as long.